Live on YouTube. Okay. Okay, live on Instagram. Make sure I got this going on over here. Tell me something good. Mm-mm. Tell me something good. I feel like that's my vibe right now today. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, cool. All right. All right, and we good. All right, so let me introduce this thing real quick. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all all welcome. Make sure I put things up, respected spaces. Man, yeah, today we're joint and we're gonna have a dope conversation. I got Clubhouse up here with me. Shout out to the mods on Clubhouse. I got DWI with me. I got Allison Grace. I got Naisha. I got my guy Darius the Great. I got Queen Sammy. Big Maya vibe. Start putting big before Maya. When y'all speaking, mentioning her name, I got Queen Elizabeth up here, and I got my guy Race. Shout out to everybody in the go. If y'all want to join the conversation, either hit the chat, but more honestly, go to my YouTube so y'all guys can tap in. At least go to my YouTube and hit the like button. Then come on back and we can have the conversation. Just go to YouTube right now. We're going to pin that up to the top. Thank you, Queen. And I just want you guys to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Go to my YouTube and hit that like button so we can get things underway. Respectfully, we had to have a conversation. What up to everybody on Instagram? Shout out to the God. Peace to my guy Dupreme. I see we got Michaela. Shout out to Michaela on Instagram. Shout out to you guys. We're going to have a dope conversation while I get the things and whatnot together. It's going to be a nice little vibe, man. We ain't even start yet, so just bear with me as we get the wind beneath our feet. And we're going to pour up a cup of talk. I'm going to play something for you guys first and foremost so that we could set the tone so you guys can know and understand what's happening. Please hit the like button. Go to YouTube. I see you guys on YouTube. Please hit that like button and pipe up for us. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. And let's get things underway, respectfully. We had to have a dope conversation today, and that's brought to you in part by myself and a few distinguished giants on Clubhouse and on Instagram. What up to baby boy? I see you, Frank, on Instagram. I see you, Oren. I see you as well. What up, though, Lyrica? Listen, man, so there's a lot going on out here, and respectfully, I would be remiss if I didn't make mention of the of the untimely demise of some. I think I don't know how y'all want to identify them as, maybe royalty, or I wouldn't say royalty. I would just say, because Race was saying something a moment ago, and I definitely concur. I didn't see this one coming. Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan has called it quits allegedly. And I know what you guys are all thinking, so I'm just going to hit it. I know. It's one of those things. And we want to have a conversation, and we want to talk about it. But I want to stay away from the gossip side to it. We're going to talk about the facts and data, what we know. That's fine. But the gossip side to it, I'm going to subside away from. I'll show you what the red flags were, and we're going to talk about it. But I said I would throw it to my guy Race first on Clubhouse. So Race, tap in with me, man. How you feel about Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey untimely demise? I guess, something like that. Mm-hmm. No, no. You could go for it. Go for it. Right. Right. Mm.
That, that honestly, our standards are low. If you go to Dubai and you over there with these Emirati dudes and what how you have to look to get married to one of their men, how their women have to look, it's a whole nother level. They're like more pickier. So I don't think the problem is that accomplished black men want attractive women, but if our women are like, nah, I'm gonna be for the streets for a while, then I got to go do. I'm like, I don't know what to say. So that's a bad look if that's what's happening. I hope that's not what's happening. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. Thank you guys for letting me speak. I appreciate it.
Nah. I like it. I like it. And thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate it. We appreciate it. We are live on YouTube, so hit the link that's up top and tap in with us. What we got? Who next? Who next? Who we got? Let me see. Lindell, tap in with me, King. Matter of fact, hold on, hold that thought, Lynn. Hold that thought, Lynn. Sammy, Michael B. Jordan, Lori Harvey, how you feel?
Like in the chat, his time was up, and she needed him for whatever reason, and that was it.
To purify her look, maybe to make her look a certain way, maybe it was over and done with. I don't know. All right, so there's a few
I think to clean up her image.
to clean up her image, right? Yeah, that's what a few people are
That
saying.
escalated quick.
Right, exactly. D. All right, so here's the thing, right? I feel like people are saying yes, what Ray said, right? PR stunt. Some people are saying that she missed the streets, whatever the case may be. What up though, Latoya? I see Latoya joining in the conversation. Go to my YouTube, hit the like button. If you are here right now, go to my YouTube that's pinned up to the top. Go up there, hit the like button, and make your way back, please. Hit the like button. So we're having a conversation about Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan, and the red flag. Let me ask you guys something. Let's walk this dog. What do you guys think the red flags were?
Oh man,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
her level of not staying ability with the last couple of situations she was in, and how soon she jumped into straight marriage proposal mode with Michael B. Jordan, and the fact that everybody is on Michael B. Jordan's body. I think she wanted to just do something. I think she bit off more she can chew. That type of thing where she saw something like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I can, and he bit the bait. And then when they got to know each other, they probably both realized that we don't really match. From what I heard about him, he's a really good guy, and from what we know about her, she does what she wants to do and gets around. So they probably just didn't match, and probably realized that this ain't gonna work out like how we thought.
Like how we thought it would.
Yeah, for me, bro, I don't. I mean, I'm not. disagreeing with you, bro. Like, but I try not to use a person's past. So I'm like, I was thinking like she was pulling a Russell Wilson. She was like, man, I did that and I went through a phase. This is a great guy and
Do
I'm
you
gonna
mean a
get serious.
Ciara? A Ciara maybe with
Yeah,
Russell Wilson?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like she was like, okay, I played that game. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a good dude who's real and let me stop playing this game and build something. That's what I thought, because I try not to use a person's past just to say that's who they are now. See, I don't know them. I don't have enough. I don't follow people enough. I just like his movies, and I think she's very attractive. I like Steve Harvey, right? So I can probably pay attention to this stuff a little bit more, but I don't know any negative things about them. Like when people see other negative stuff in people, I'm like, well, I don't know these people, bro. I don't expect people to be perfect. I was just hopeful that this was something real and they were going to make it work. That's how I felt about it.
All right, Race, let me ask you something for context purposes. How old are you, beloved?
I'm 39.
39. Okay, you in the bracket. Okay, cool. I'm asking. All right, so let's run a few things down, right? A few people that she's been linked with, right? I think more so notoriously Future. She was linked to Diddy, Diddy's son Justin, Trey Songz, that race car driver. I think his name was Lewis Hamilton, and
Yeah.
yeah. So she's been linked to quite a few people, and I agree with what you said, Race. To some extent, your past is your past, but you can't get away from your past, even though you might not want to be judged by it, but you can't get away from it. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, I think, all right, so here's the thing. If I'm reading right, I feel like when we talking about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan, I feel like he is somebody that, to Ray's point again, a lot of people probably identified as being a catch. A lot of women identified as being a catch. He's out the way, he's not mixy. And even when he is in the way, it's for something good. It's something good that's attached to his name. You know what I mean? And maybe it could be any of the things, right, that anyone mentioned or anyone is thinking, But there's another side to it that I think the red flags, some of the red flags were, well, y'all know I can't talk about anything in simple terms. I gotta be elaborate, right? So I gotta be elaborated, right? So one of the things I think, when you looking for somebody, when you looking to be with somebody, I think it goes along with, all right, cool. You want to be with somebody. You want to be with a particular type of man, but more often than not, they're not thinking about what that person wants that they want to be with. Did that go over anybody's head? It's like if I want to be with Allison, right? I want to be with Allison. I want to be with a woman like Allison, not particularly Allison. I want to be with a woman like Allison, but I'm not thinking about what Allison may want. So I think
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
she might have gotten with him and not considered what he wants or what that type of man may want, right? Because when we get with people a lot of times, it's, I want to be with him, I want to be with her, but we're not thinking about what they may want in particular or what that type of woman or man of that stature may want. They just thinking about the instant gratification of being with somebody. But we all know how relationships go. It's easy to get somebody, but it's not always as easy to keep that said person, depending on the person that we talking about, right?
See, all that's cool. And I'm seeing in the comics, everybody's like, she's in her life, let her live her best life, all that trash. I see that's the issue. See, we keep saying that. Tomorrow's not promised. A lot of y'all single parents living your best life with like 3 or 4 kids and child support. Are you serious? Like, look at our community. We keep pushing that narrative. If majority of us had wealth, and majority of us were not single parents, if majority of us were had a global competitive advantage in our community, I would say whatever we're doing right now is working. But since what we're doing right now is not working, and you see so many black men, this is a great example. Like we got this guy, okay. We got Michael B. Jordan. I just watched a little snippet on YouTube about the black nuclear physicist who got turned down within like 15 seconds, 30 seconds by a sister who didn't even know. She said, "Oh, he just doesn't have any personality. She didn't even give an opportunity." So I'm just saying, like in other communities, women, I encourage women to date hypergamously. Date hypergamously.
Well,
Get
well,
what you
well, wait,
want out
well,
here.
well, well, wait, wait,
Well,
wait.
hold on, hold on,
Hold,
hold
hold,
on,
hold
hold on,
on,
hold on,
hold
hold
on.
on.
But before you,
Let me.
hold on, I got you. I
Okay,
just
go
want you
ahead.
to
Go ahead.
break down what hypergamous means. I know what it means, but
Right,
there may be people.
hypergamously is
Right,
like dating a man at your level or
right,
higher.
right.
So I encourage women to do that. I have no problem to do that. It's just our women do it horribly. I think African American women date hypergamously the worst. They're supportive. They're supportive to the wrong man. So instead of being supportive to the man going up in his career or the dude who is established, they trying to help. Nothing against rappers or a gangster, but you trying to like you doing Monica. You trying to help the dude in prison. Like I don't even think she murdered. I think he probably is innocent, but she can't make babies with him and build wealth right now.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
I just my point is that we put too much stock on cool in our community versus our women need to go to what's real and established. And a lot of women, that nuclear physicist, Michael B. Jordan, they are first dibs. They are priorities in the community, and women are trying to marry them.
I
Women
got
are
you.
like, listen, I'm letting you know it is what it is. And see, when you hear black men complaining, because we want attractive women, she's attractive. Megan Good is attractive. These women are attractive. We got attractive women in our community, but a lot of times those women are definitely supporting men.
Yeah,
A lot of times they're supporting the wrong men, and then we end up with what we got right now.
I
You know what
got
I'm
you. I
saying?
got you. So
So
look,
I mean that's my perspective of it. But go ahead.
yeah, no, I want to share the wealth a little bit. I see we got Keisha in the room. We got Kaylin. Shout out to Kaylin, Naisha. We got Toya in the room. We got Lindell. We got a few dope giants in here. I want to get it from you guys. Tap in with us. Let me know how you guys feel. Michael B. Jordan, Lori Harvey, and or how you feel in response to what Race just tapped in on, what he just woke up.
Um, so
I'm gonna need everybody to go to my YouTube. It's pinned up to the top. Go to the YouTube and like the video. Go to my YouTube and like the video. That's very important. Go to my YouTube while Naisha is building. Go to my YouTube, leave, and come back. It's okay. Or you could do two things at once. Go to my YouTube though. Hit that like button. Tap in with me, Naisha.
Hey guys, so first off, I just want to say that I really find it interesting that we are creating all of these like scenarios when we don't have the full details as to what happened. Like none of us do. Like neither one of them came out. There's no real reliable source about what happened. So that's one. So everybody just speculating and everybody is just going based on Lori Harvey's past, and oh, that's why maybe he just wasn't the guy for her. Maybe she just doesn't want to be 100% committed. Maybe she just want a boyfriend and not a man right now. Like it could be shit like that too, and that's something that men do all the time. It's like I fuck with you, but I don't fuck with you like that. And if that was the case, then that's what it is. Like maybe he's just not the man for her. Another thing, she's 25 years old, and not only that, you have to she's it's not only about age. You also have to look at her situation. And when I say situation, yes, she comes from, we know who her mother and her stepfather is, right? However, um I don't feel like she's self-sufficient, and she's not self-sufficient. And so that's probably the main thing that she's trying to work on, because she's 25. So to go from living in your daddy's and your mama's house, pretty much, yeah, it's a mansion, but again, it's your dad and your mama's house. It doesn't matter how much money you have or anything. Everybody wants their own independence. Everybody wants to create something for themselves, create a life for themselves, men and women. Even people that come from money, they want to have their own. Look at the Kardashians. All of them want to have their own. You get what I'm saying? And they did the things to get that. So I feel like with Lori Harvey, it's like, why would I go from, okay, I'm staying with dad and mom right now, and I'm trying to build my own little thing, to then, okay, I'm gonna like just marry you and just like, I feel like all men and women need space after they leave their parents' house to live on their own before they live with anybody or marry somebody. That I'm a strong believer in that. I feel like
But
men and women, they both need that space to grow into themselves, into their own self-sufficiency before commingling with somebody else.
I agree
And
with that.
I think that that was the situation. She's not self sufficient. Yes, she has connections. Yes, she has, but she's not self sufficient in her own right yet. And she's doing everything to build that. If you look at what she's doing everything to build that for herself, not daddy's money, not mommy's money, like a name for herself. That's what she's working on right now. And if you look, that's what she's doing. Yes, she's enjoying her life and having fun in the meantime because that's what the fuck you do. When you in college, she ain't go to college. Well, I don't know if she went to college. Let me not say that. I don't know if the girl went to college. But all I'm saying is that when you men and women, that's what they do in those ages. And I can say that because I'm close to her age. I'm 28. I went to college and I find it interesting. I'm gonna land soon, but I find it interesting when I meet men, the first thing they want to ask me is, well, why am I single?
Mm.
Because I went to college right after high school and I was focused on college. I was focused on establishing myself, changing my major, trying to figure out what's going to make me happy. I lost 100 pounds in the span of a few months and I kept it off. So that was what I was focused on. You understand what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just find it interesting that, we have this pressure on women specifically about a time frame to do this or to do that. And if the girl just wasn't ready because she's 25 and she don't have nothing of her own yet, and she probably don't just want to be somebody's wife right now, she want to establish, because her whole makeup is about her connection to somebody else. She don't have her own
Wake
identity.
that up.
She's building that. Like, she does not have that. She's riding off the coattails of her parents. She don't have her own identity. So as a woman, you're gonna go from, okay, daddy and mommy give me everything, they spoil me. She don't even have to work if she don't want to, but she wants to establish her own. That's why she's doing that. So to go from that to then just being a man's wife, and now you're in the background and you don't even know who you are and what you want to do. That's why I think she's not 100% committing to none of these niggas yet.
all right.
Because
So
So
let me just finish. This is
let her
my
land.
last thing
Let her
I want
land. Let her land. Go ahead, Queen.
to here. The last thing is that she has not, like I said, she hasn't established like her own identity. So I feel like the last thing that she wants to do is just be somebody's wife right now. Like, she wants to establish who she is. And I think that she should. And I don't think that she should be um um vilified just how they did J-Lo for dating around. Like, you're supposed to date until you find the one that you want to be with. Not just the person that want to be with you, the
Mm.
person you
You
want
want
to
to be
be with
with.
as well.
I
At,
got you.
at the time that you want, not just you want to be with, but at the time you want to make that move.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna end it.
hey,
All
can
right,
I
bro. Can I
respond
hold on? Hold
real
on.
quick?
Wait.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to go.
Just hold on. Let D go and tap in with me, D.
Yeah, I just want to go in between that because this is an interesting. This is going to be great right here because this is interesting. Now we've been having these relationship conversations and
Yep.
marriage and all that, and now we get to the point when a man actually proposes and gets turned down, and now it goes back to, and this is not just what you're saying, Aisha. I wanted to say this before you even said that, but now it's about when she's ready and when this person's ready. Which, in all honesty, that's the reason why people are not jumping into marriages based off of when they are ready. But two people meeting each other, automatically we say we people should be married and get together and do X, Y, and Z. But now it's justifiable when based on someone's age or the experience or whatever. So it's interesting now that we're here, and I'm happy that we got to this point because now we can wake that up collectively.
Yeah,
So
Go ahead,
I
so
want
Ray.
to
so so,
say
so
that
hold on.
too. Can
Just
I? Okay,
hold.
go ahead.
Yeah, we want to spread it out. We got
Well,
commissary.
let me just. I just want to make a response real quick, Barbara, please.
Sure. Just try to keep it short, King, because I want to get to everybody
Okay.
if possible. Go ahead, King.
No, my only concern with this is that sure we can wait and you can do whatever you want with your life, but I think our life is we have the life that we want and the life that we have. The life is that you have is based on the actions that you took for the most part. So that's the life that you wanted. Now, a lot of people want a lot of different things, but the life you have, the people you deal with, those are the people that you want to deal with.
Great
So
point.
when all these women are talking about, I can't at 35 plus, I can't find a good man. The quality of men are not there like they once were. All those claims may be valid, but you didn't prioritize marriage and having children at an earlier age. And now you're in a situation 40 plus, you don't have the life that you want. That's my concern because so many of us hear it all the time. But when you're in your prime, you can get any man that you want. You did just that. You got any man you wanted, but you chose not to be with one. Okay. Now the options may not be as good as it was when you were in your 20s or early 30s. Now you're 40 plus out here on the ground looking for that right man. Now it happens. All humans, I think majority of us humans pass up on great opportunities. It's not specific to women. And I didn't allude that it was. I would tell my son, and I tell my son, my future daughter,
Mm-hmm.
future children I tell them the same thing. Prioritize marriage and multitask. I told my
Got you.
son, you want to be married by this age. I gave him an age and a time frame. And so the last thing I want to say is that when we talk about a young sister going out there and having those experiences, she can do both. And it's very normal for a woman to be at her household, finish college, and then go and find a husband and get married. That's actually very normal. Again, we can do whatever we want, but let's look at the fruit. That's what we've been doing for the last 50 to 70 years, doing what we want, sowing our oats. I'm not telling men to do it.
I got you.
Men should prioritize marriage early. We should be ready for marriage earlier so women will have men that are ready for marriage so we can cultivate mutual beneficial relationships and community.
Sure,
We
sure.
keep saying this over the, I just don't see why we keep going through this narrative like it's working for us when many of us are single parents.
I got you. I got you, King. I got you. And you raised a lot of great and value point and a lot of great and significant points. Raised a lot of great and significant points. Kaylin,
And thank you.
Kaylin, how you feel, Queen?
Oh,
Are you by your
yes.
mic?
Yes, I am.
How you feel about the conversation that's taking place? And also let me say this before I let you go, Queen. Right? This one thing. It's very important to highlight what Naisha said. Right? We don't
Yes.
know. I'm just gonna mute you for half a tick. Right? We don't know all of this, that, and the third. Right? We talking about the red flags. Right? The red flags. That's important to highlight. The red flags of what's going on between Lori Harvey and Steve. Yeah, Lori Harvey and Steve Harvey. You hear me? Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. I wanna highlight that. But go ahead, Latoya. Kaylin. You gotta unmute yourself, Queen.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, I just felt like when they met, they probably didn't think that it would be as serious as it got, and they were just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then, being that they're 10 years apart, she's 25, he's 35. Maybe like once he realized, because sometimes once men feel like they've met the one, they like, okay, I want to get serious. This is what I want to do. I'm ready to have kids. I want to get married. I want to do this. And she's young. She's probably like, I've been out here living life, dating these men, just going on these trips and doing whatever. I love you, but this isn't what I want. And I think sometimes when your goals and stuff in life don't align, sometimes you just break up. And I feel like because the breakup isn't so violent or it isn't so open to where we really know what's going on, it could be something as simple as that. Like we just don't align with each other, and so we just need to be friends. I really think that's what's really going on because we haven't seen any this whole year. We haven't seen any issues of, oh, maybe they might have some issues. They've been having fun. They've been living life.
Sure.
Even when you look at the little interviews and stuff that they've been doing with each other, like they've been in love. So I don't think this breakup is anything like damaging. Like, oh, I just can't do this because you cheated or you got other things going on. I just think that their goals do not align with each other. I think she's young. She's trying to live life. She's doing whatever she wants to do. And then look at who her dad is. He always preach about,
Right.
just like pretty much like living your life and, not just, I mean, he talked about settling for the right one, but like not really settling, like just living your life and being young and stuff like that. So, and then also look at who her mom is, you know? So I just think she's just living life. I don't know. I don't think it's really as deep as everybody think it is. Like, oh, they're probably like not speaking. I'm pretty sure that they're probably broken up, but I feel like they probably still speak every day.
I want to play something for you
I
guys,
don't
right?
know.
I want to play something for you guys real quick, and I just want you guys to listen to it, and I want to wake up a different part of the conversation in a moment, right? What up, though, Trilly? Pull up. I'm gonna play this.
Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan. Relationship indefinitely. He wanted to tie the knot, she wasn't ready. He in his 30s, she way younger. He thinking love till we DIE, she thinking FNF, summer. Now Steve Harvey's so lost. Kev Samuels like, I told y'all. Just in time when it's getting hot. I mean, Kev did tell y'all, did he not? Couldn't be truer. Who couldn't predict this in their
Hold
future?
on one second. Go to my YouTube if you want to see what's happening. If you need the visual experience, because I'm showing you guys something, but I'm also playing what I'm showing you, and you need to see it. Go to my YouTube, hit the link up top, and you'll see what I'm playing.
Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan. Relationship indefinitely. He wanted to tie the knot, she wasn't ready. He in his 30s, she way younger. He thinking love till we DIE, she thinking FNF, summer. Now Steve Harvey's so lost. Kev Samuels like, I told y'all. Just in time when it's getting hot. I mean, Kev did tell y'all, did he not? Couldn't be truer. Who couldn't predict this in their future? On God. I guess the entree ain't as good without something on the side. With that said, definitely must state the shit. Stop glorifying celebrity relationships. Your focal point should be uphold yours. Never know what's going on behind closed doors.
You never know what's going on behind closed doors, right? It's interesting to me because so many times we hear over and over again that people want to be with married to somebody 20, 30, 40, 50 years to the rest of their life, right? But if we want to wake it up, let's wake it up. Let's have a conversation, right? Because they say that 70 to 90% of women leave relationships. Let's wake that up for a moment, right? They say 70 to 90% of women leave relationships, right? And I found that statistic. I found that statistic very, very, very alarming because if you want to know why, I feel like, and we heard this before, right? This narrative that I'm saying isn't anything new, unique, or whatever, but I find that alarming because I think, and I see it a lot though, single women that's in relationships take advice from single women, right? And we heard the narrative of single women keep women single. We heard that, right? We heard that. Nah, am I alone? Right? Where single women keep women single, where if something is going on in your relationship or whatever the case may be, they consult with people outside of the outside of their bedroom, and their friends. Women consult with their friends and say, "Hey, you know what? This is what's going on. What's your point of reference?" And I'm not saying that even if you've been in a relationship, it's like a person that's not married giving somebody that's married advice, right? It's like it's you're not quite there with them, right? So how can you really make an assessment on what's going on in that situation? Because more often than not, of course, people play run tell that, but they very seldom share the good points in what's going on in a relationship, all the things that actually led you to fall for him or her. Well, that allowed you to fall for him, keeping it on context, right? And we got a few people on Instagram tapping in. Shout out to my guy Collector's Choice. Shout out to Vern's Junk Closet. Tap in with us, Clubhouse. If you guys are watching on YouTube, the voices that are coming to you, that you're listening to, is directly coming from Clubhouse. I need everybody on Clubhouse to hit that link up top and go like the video. What up, though, Trills? Tap in with us. D, tap in with me, D. How you feel about what I just played and some of the commentary I just gave?
I mean, that's the world that we live in right now because everybody ain't married. So I mean, all the advice is coming from the damn near predominantly of independent single people. So and that's in families, friends, and social media. So that part is true, and it's probably going to stay true because that those numbers are always going to be the same, or and they're going to be that much. It's never going to be 50-50, I don't think, because as many people get married, they getting divorced at the same rate.
Wow, they said, look on the YouTube comments. They said, I checked the IG. They aren't following each other, but Michael B. Jordan still has her pictures up, but she doesn't have any of him. Interesting.
That's right.
Interesting.
Next. So they broke up?
They broke up. Allegedly, they broke up. And I mean, it's coming from so many different places. I think the focal point is, I think a lot of times we getting information, we getting critique, we are getting commentary from people that aren't in the relationship, and it's coming from single women like that. And that's like by alarming rate that women leave the relationships, right? So women are leaving these relationships, but it's also the women I think it was either Race or D said that, not judging by anybody's past, but if you saying that you want this, shouldn't you be held accountable to what you say and what you want? Because how do you get that without going through things? And we all know when we in relationships, we go through things, right? We don't get to choose what those things are that we go through. But remember, we had a conversation about who taught you how to love and is love conditional. We had those conversations too on the pod, right? So I want to know from you guys, how do you feel? I'm bringing you up on Instagram. I'm bringing you up, Vern. I'm gonna accept that. Let me get it from the Queen and tap in. I want to see how you guys, what's the commentary looking like? Peace, Queen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. How you feeling? Greetings.
Okay.
All right. So we got Michael B. Jordan. We got Lori Harvey. They are on the outs, and they're on the out. And what's your energy as to the red flag that you probably could foresee with this? What's your energy to the conversation, a commentary?
In my opinion, I don't think she was ready for a serious relationship. I think she's a young woman. She wants to be out there, have her fun, not settle down, which is cool. Do you? Mm-hmm. But I don't think she would have been in a serious relationship with him, because I think he wants different. Just like with Megan Good and her husband. I think he wanted to settle and she didn't.
So you feel like she wasn't ready for him. Now, is this based off of the character and what you've heard, seen, and might have in some cases witnessed by way of Michael B. Jordan and how and what his name is? But is that what it is?
No, off of her. I think that she was a young woman and she wanted to play the field, which is good. But I don't think she should have. I believe that she's a female version of a player. I think she just wanted to play and have fun. I don't think she was ready to settle down. So he was dating he had a relationship to date, to get to know her better, to move on to the next level, the marriage and all that. I don't think she ever wanted that. I think she just wanted to have fun, in my opinion.
Lori Harvey is my hero. I love her. She, to me, if I had a daughter, I would pay to meet Lori Harvey to introduce her to my daughter. I think that she is so classy, the way she goes about life and dating, her appearance, how she takes care of herself, her before and after. And she's a Black woman, so that just makes it all better for me. She represents Black luxury. I don't have anything bad to say about Lori Harvey. With the way men have notoriously dogged out women, and I don't want to make this men versus women, but the way she handles herself, it's not, I think it is, how should women date? We don't know the conversation that went on behind closed doors. I think if it was an honest thing, like, hey, I'm not ready, thanks for your time, at least it's that. Men will be mad if we cheat or if we do this and that, and if we're not upfront with them, it's like damned if you do and damned if you don't. So I wish I was Lori Harvey right fucking now. No,
so look, let me wake this up, right? Let me wake this up, and I'm gonna make this. I want you to respond to it first, Trillion, but then I want to throw it to everybody else, right? So
let me chime in when you get a chance.
I got you. I got you. Who
No
that?
negative comments on Lori Harvey though.
No, listen. I'm no. It's in general, right? Because you said something that made me think of this, right? And I want everybody to be totally honest. This isn't gonna work if we ain't honest, right? How
Right.
many women, let me put some respect on this. Let me put some respect on this shit because I know I'm about to wake it up a little bit. How many women right now can hold themselves accountable, stand in front of and say, hey, I dropped the ball at some point in time and messed up a relationship?
None.
Me.
Hold
I
on,
can't.
but wait, hold on. It gets deeper. It gets deeper. How many women can honestly say? Because personally, I know it's an alarming rate that women don't be saying, "Yo, I'm trying not to curse. Y'all trying to get me trying not to curse. It's Sunday." How many women can honestly say, "Yo, I dropped the ball. I messed up," without blaming it on what old boy did, what this one did? At some point in time, looking back in your past and the men that you've dealt with, how many women can honestly say, I dropped the ball?
Not me.
In what
Sorry.
aspect, though, are you saying that she dropped the ball? In what aspect?
No. I mean outside of their relationship, right? Because Trillion said that men do things all the time, and she said something that I can't quite recall, but I'm just wondering in general, right? I think more often than not, men stand in front of things and be like, no, yo, looking back and thinking back at certain situations, I dropped the ball. But very few and far in between, women don't be holding themselves accountable and saying, yo, I dropped the ball. With that said, I think that's because the reason why I believe that is because we live in a society where women are more so considered the delicate flower, and they don't always get to hold themselves accountable because men. What happens when the relationship is over and done, right? We'll raise our hand and be like, I definitely dropped the ball. And I'm talking about not even the person that you were with before this very moment. Like at some point in time, do you ever go back and ask yourself, excuse me, and say to yourself, I dropped the ball? Tap in with me, Vern. Then I'm going to spin it to everybody else.
I think women more so will tell the man up front, hey, I'm not really looking for something serious. So I don't really believe we dropped the ball because I think we're more honest than men. In my opinion, I think we're more forthright saying, hey, I just want to date you. I just want to be with you. You just, put you in the friend zone, but, we can also be on the side and kick it. I think women are more upfront with that part, but I don't think men can handle it.
Okay. So Vern, she's pretty much saying the same thing that I'm saying. Like, yo, women, she don't drop the ball. We got my guy Collectors. I'm gonna come to you in a moment. Collectors, we got Latoya, we got Dej. Trillion said that she has. We got Maya, we got Sammy, Allison. We got a lot of women here in present. I want to know how many of the women in here can honestly say right now, looking back at the men that they've been with and hold themselves accountable and say, I've dropped the ball. Without blaming him and just recognizing your shortcomings and saying, I dropped the ball. How many?
No, that's negative energy. Every lady
Isn't it?
still.
Hold on, Trills, you already spoke, right? But hold on. You see, and that's my point right there, right? Not many women are coming off their mic because women don't feel as though they be dropping the ball. Women always feel as though more often than not at an alarming, and I'm not saying, when I say women, I'm saying it's about maybe 90-10. I'm guesstimating about 90-10, 90% versus 10% of women will be like, yo, I ain't drop it. Like, nah, it's always the man's wrongdoing. Why is that?
But let me ask, but why is it becoming a man versus woman thing?
I'm only saying that
As
because
far
of
as
what Trill said. But go ahead.
Okay, but as far as um the red flags, he's seen exactly what Lori has been doing and with whom she's been
Right.
doing it with. So
Amen.
Right.
he missed the red flags and he decided, hey, maybe I'm going to change her to be the woman that I want her to be.
because she's out here, being a hot girl, and she was having fun with him. He was what we call dating with a purpose, but she
She
was
wasn't.
enjoying the time.
Mm.
Right.
Right. She
Wake
was
that up.
enjoying the time.
He wanted friends with
Okay.
benefits.
That's the, that's my boo, that's my baby, that's the punkish monkey, or whatever the case may be. But, and she's gonna accept that because the eyes are on her, the fame is on her. Her fame is going up, her success is going up because she's attached to him. But as far as, and don't let me not discount him, because him being attached to her, everybody wanted him more. He's a very attractive man. He's
No,
booked
no, no,
these
no.
big movies and
Stop
so
right there.
forth and so.
Stop right there. Stop right there, Allie. I don't think more. I don't think more women wanted him because he was with her. I don't really. Just personally, I don't really think that. I think that and this isn't. And I've seen a lot of situations where Lori and just outside of Lori done raised women on raised dudes' property value. I feel like his property value was already up, and his
Yeah,
name
I think
could.
he was good already too.
Yeah.
It
I do.
it, it, it
Yeah,
was
I do.
it was. However, I'm
Yeah,
not going to.
his property value
All right,
was
go
up,
ahead.
but he
It
ain't
might have
have
Hold on,
actually got
he
lowered
ain't have
because of
that
that.
it factor.
hold on, guys.
He didn't have an it.
Hold on, commissary. I was doing too much on Allison. Let me let Allison land her point before we move on to commissary. Then we'll come to you, collectors. My bad, Queen Allie. Tap in with me.
No, 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 I'm good. So again, he was playing for keeps and she was not.
Right.
Commissary, what you got, King?
So I feel
You
like
lose them how you
he
from.
didn't have that he didn't have that it factor within himself before he started messing with Laura. I think both of them was power stroking, if you ask me. So he the most, let's say he is the most handsome man in Hollywood. He at the peak of his career. You know what I'm saying? You got Laura Harvey. She one of the most beautiful young girls that's walking around. So I'm thinking both of them were just playing a little power stroking with each other. I mean, why not have fun with the most handsome man on the big screen right now? And why not? I think both of them made each other better, man. It's just like, hey, Lori just wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. I mean, she wasn't ready to do what he was trying to do, and that's cool. You feel me? But I do feel like it could bite her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you get a certain amount of people come through your clutches, within life, and you got to be careful what you turn down. But I mean, you got to realize her daddy daddy wrote a book thing like a man. She know about was before,
So she was
so she
thinking like
just
a
doing her
man.
thing. Yeah, she was thinking like a man, man. I mean, she was thinking, you know what I'm saying? She was thinking like mankind, because you got one man and man, we all one. You know what I'm saying? She was thinking like mankind. Her parents are rich. She's not financially. She don't need him. Men don't marry women because they don't need them, and it's the other way around. I mean, just think if she was an undergrad, you know what I'm saying, trying to get through school,
Whoa, whoa,
beautiful
whoa,
as she
whoa,
is, you
whoa,
think she
whoa,
would
whoa.
turn down him?
Hold on, commissary. Stop right there. Because you waking something up, and I thought you was gonna say something, but you kind of went in a small different in a different direction. You said men don't marry women, and then I thought you were gonna finish that off by saying men don't marry women that men don't feel like the women need them. Wake that up for a second, because I think there's something there. I honestly believe that men don't men at an alarming number don't want to marry a woman or don't want to be with a woman that don't need them.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Let's wake that
It's
up
like
though.
that's
Let's
because
stay right there. Go ahead, King.
everybody control striking. If I feel like you need me, it's more security. You see what I'm saying? If
Mm,
I know you got $500 million, you don't need me, I'm gonna walk lighter. You see what I'm saying?
mm,
Because I know I'm expendable.
mm.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody do it, G. I mean, that's the same. It's the same other way. It's the other way around. If you got a female that ain't really doing too good financially, you think Laura Harvey was a regular undergrad student trying to get out of college, and Michael B. Jordan was with her? You think she would have turned him down to marry G?
So you so
Come
so
on
so
now.
so you saying there's the correlation of her being Lori Harvey and not needing him is the reason why she's been moving, or not needing a man in general is a
That's what
large
I'm saying.
reason.
That's all it
Okay,
is
okay,
to it. And
okay.
it's a
So
power stroke. It's a power stroke. It's a stroke to independence. Like, and I don't got nothing to do with independent women. I do not knock it. You know what I'm saying? I just seen a lot of independent women crying. The strongest one, I'm talking about, I was raised by an independent woman that cried for somebody, and I ain't got that person. So if that's how everybody had to live their life, how they had to live their life. Like Harriet Tubman. She had to run back and forth, bro. She was in love with somebody. She was married, but she had a calling. So I can't knock nobody for living their life the way they live their life. But I'm gonna tell you this, it's a price that come with everything you choose to do for yourself. So, and I don't want other women to look at like don't be out here. I heard somebody say, I love Harvey. Okay, you got to be in her shoes to walk how she walking though. You
right.
feel me? It's okay to love and it's okay to respect her, but
Okay,
don't
so
hop in her shoes. You know.
So I'm gonna throw it to the collectors, right? Because I want you to wake it up a little bit, collectors. How you feel about the conversation? And I see these comments. I'm gonna come right back to these comments, but to the conversation, but also what commissary just said about women that are in positions of power that don't need men, perhaps would move like a Lori Harvey. I honestly believe that women that don't need men move however they want to move. And you know what? Before I jump into my bag, go ahead, King, because I don't want to jump in there, because I'm going to go and I want to give the floor to you guys, because when I go, I don't want you guys to stop me. Tap in with me, beloved. Salute to
Peace,
the
Ray.
underscore
Peace to the
collector's
room.
choice.
Peace to the room.
Peace, beloved.
I think that it's exactly that. We are all saying the same thing in different words.
Wake it up.
She didn't come. She didn't come for that, and she didn't come from that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you get up with a person within, I say, a few weeks, especially if y'all are kicking it, you know what their end goal is. You see what I'm saying? He wanted something that she didn't want, and that's perfectly fine. This is America. You know what I'm saying? You could tell by the way she's been moving around. Number one, all her, or the majority of her relationships that we know of has been public. What do we know her for? We know her for being Steve Harvey and whatever her mother's name is, daughter, and dating successful black men. We don't know her for anything else. If anybody else can lay anything out we know her for, we don't know her for anything else. And
But wait, hold on, King, and that's my point right there, because I see the comments and they saying Lori Harvey, no, he looks good on paper, and so does she. I think he looks good on paper. I'm not sure how she looks good on paper. How does she look?
His keep.
Right.
He's in one of the best-selling movies in history, Wakanda.
I agree.
He did not come for that.
Not Wakanda. That's not the name of the movie.
Yeah, Black Panther. I'm sorry they say Wakanda so much. Black Panther.
Right.
But she did not come for that, and he knew that. You know what I'm saying? He don't seem like a naive brother to me. Mm-hmm. So to me, that was his fault for thinking that he was going to change something that was for the streets. He should have did it just like Future, because that's how she liked to be done. He should have did it exactly how Future did it.
Not the street.
Switch her out. Use her to up your stock. Put a name in a song and send it back to the field. You got to deal. When you digging in the trash, you know it stinks. You don't dig in the trash and the shit smell like.
Time out. How did Future do her? Because
he
Future like to spend
out,
money on
up
women.
his stock and sent her back to the street. Tell Steve
Wait a minute.
I don't want her.
Wake it up.
No,
Wake it up. Wake it up. Hold on. I'm coming to you next, Dave. Hold on 1 second, right?
Tell your daddy, tell Steve Harvey I don't want her. He switched her out. He upped her stock, and he did her a favor too.
Wake it up.
He got to Michael B. Jordan. You get the official hot boy. He is our hot boy.
Hello.
If he can't cool her down, Michael B. Jordan was a goddamn fool to think that you and your square ass was gonna cool her down.
Wow. Wake it up.
That's true. I agree on that
looking
part.
for love, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree on that.
So wait, all right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So look, we got Dej. We got Dej on Clubhouse. What up, Dej? I apologize, Queen. I'm trying to get to everybody. Greetings and salutations, Queen. What's your energy on a commentary that's being shared and provided by way of the Giants? I need everybody to go to that YouTube up top and hit that like button and come back. Come back. I'm coming to you, Sammy, after Dej. Tap in with me, Dej. Dej.
Yeah, Deej. I was gonna
I'm
say
sorry,
my name's
Dej.
Deej. It's all good. I was gonna when you were talking about women taking accountability. I've definitely dropped the ball in past relationships before. I wrote
Oh
it in the
man,
chat.
that's
Um,
beautiful, Queen.
but
Thank you. I'm sorry.
I don't. No, it's fine. I don't know which female said like it's negative. It's negative energy to admit that you have dropped the ball. Like I think there's nothing negative about taking accountability for your mess ups and then you just don't do it again. Um, and I also liked when someone said, I think the thing that you played, like you don't know what's happening behind closed doors, and we don't we can't judge based on nothing. Like if you don't know them personally, you really don't know exactly what's going on. Because I know 25-year-olds who are ready to get married, and I know 25-year-olds who don't even want to say the word marriage.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's a one by one individual person thing. Even if like you could judge someone based on what they choose to share with the world, but until you actually have a conversation and specific questions for that individual, you really won't know where their mindset is.
Until you actually had a conversation with that individual, you might not know where their mindset is. Oh man.
And I do think that her dad overstepped his boundaries because he tried to put it out like, oh, if you don't do my daughter right, when actually Michael B. Jordan's stock went down to me after he dated Lori Harvey. In my opinion, that's my opinion.
Nah, wake it
because
up.
I always had him up here, and when he went and dated her, I'm like,
His stockpile went down.
really? In my opinion.
Wake
In
it
my
up.
opinion.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I see exactly what you're saying because again, it goes back to I'm coming to you right now, Sammy. It goes back to where were you prior to dating said person, X person, right? Where were you? What was your property value? What worth did you have? Who were you? Who were you attached to? How was your name preceded prior to dating X person, right? And when you walk into a room and because and this is the importance of when you dating and when you outside, like your name precedes you, right? So when you hear make your first impression or your lasting impression, your best impression, right? Because what happens is we get into these situations and then they play run tell that and be like, yo, homie, yo, what's up with Shorty XYZ? Or, oh yeah, girl, I'm dating this person. Yo, what's up with him and XYZ? It'd be like, no, abort mission, no, because this is what my experience was. You hear me? And it's, yeah, and it's not so much that it's one of those things where you know what, Sammy, take the mic, Sammy. What you got, Queen? How you feel about the commentary that's being provided?
It's fine. I just feel like I don't know. I think like I said, she's establishing herself. We can't forget who her mother is. She's learning from the best. I mean, so maybe she saw something that wasn't.
No, wake that up. Nope. Stay right there, Sammy. Why are you saying that she learned from the best? Why are you saying that? Where's that coming from?
Come on now.
Coming from the history of her mom.
What's the history of her mom, Sammy? Like we don't know. Tell us like we don't know, Sammy, please.
Tell them about the dream, Martin.
No, what I'm saying is like her mom, was dating, her Lori Harvey's biological father is a drug kingpin, okay? So her mom was definitely a queen kingpin in these streets, learning a lot. So when it comes to draining the swamp and sucking these men dry, I'm surprised she hasn't come out with a book yet.
Let's go, Sammy. Let's go.
Wait a minute. Don't forget she dated the brother also. The same
she
brother
dated the
of
brother
the same
of
one
the drug.
She dated. Let's go.
Listen,
what we talking about?
All I'm saying is that if my mother's
Spicy.
fooling me, there's no way that she grabbed Steve Harvey because they was on the brinks of their own little rift during the pandemic. They was on their own little stuff, and she holds
Yep.
the reins with Harvey. So my thing is she's learning from the best. And my thing is, come on, like I'm 37. Michael B. Jordan is a little bit younger than me. But when you're in that age bracket and you got this little young tenderoni who really don't need you to take her to San Tropez, I mean, she gonna go with or without you.
With the
Like you
without.
really she's not wanting for nothing. She wants your companionship. She wants your time. Like Drake said, we here for a good time,
Not a
not a
long
long
time.
time. So that's all it was. Thank you. Cause she definitely went to the what's it called? The Met Gala by herself, looking
Yes, recently.
amazing.
Yep.
They were asking her what she was doing to get her body, and that's a whole nother entrepreneur business mind. She could start doing meal preps, and them shits would sell out in 2 minutes.
So
So
so so wait, so wait, are you saying that, oh, you on fire, girl? Are you saying that she learned the game from her moms, and whatever Steve been talking about with these books and thinking like a man and acting like a lady or whatever the name is, the book. I read it. I read the book too before.
I
Got
don't
it?
think she read it though.
And you don't think she read it?
now she wasn't trying to read that. I mean, she heard it. It was cute, but
It was
she's
cute.
already been groomed because her other siblings are all family oriented. Her older siblings are
Right.
married. They have children. They are, they go on vacations. They do that stuff. If I'm the baby of the family, ain't no man tie me down until I'm good and ready. And when I'm good
Right.
and ready, I'm gonna
I
have a
know that's
couple of
right.
homes. I'm gonna have a land. I'm gonna have my business. I'm gonna have this and that, so that when it's time for you to really say, babe, you're gonna take some time off, you can do that. Because what happens is Michael B. Jordan is wanting someone who is gonna be there for him and mold his. Like I said before, when we've had rooms, somebody has to sacrifice when you get into a serious relationship and you're talking about marriage. Whose career comes first? You could ask any NBA wife, ask any NFL wife, ask anybody. Talk to Magic Johnson's wife. Like, come on, like you gotta understand who
Shout out to
when
Cookie.
they starting their when they starting their stuff, they got to retire. Their career has to start slowing up because then they can start blossoming and they can start blooming. So now she's blooming and she got a skincare line coming out. She's walked in Dolce Gabbana. She's been in France. She's walked like this is not some. We're not going. I don't want nobody to try to take nothing away from what Lori Harvey already has established. She's not no pass around industry chick. She is not city girls. Okay, we ain't
She's
fighting
not.
over Diddy over here.
She's not.
Okay, so she's a whole nother caliber. So let's not ever take nothing away from Lori Harvey. Let's make that very clear.
But
She
see,
is well
Absolutely.
but
established.
see,
So let's
we
no Lori Harvey bashing in this room.
look. I don't think I
Yes.
And
don't.
that land.
I'm gonna need you to
Same
pick
shit,
a side
different
of the
flush
fence
though.
and stay on it, right? Because I don't think we're bashing her. I think we're recognizing and highlighting the red flags of the behavior patterns, right? Like they said in the comments, Lori Harvey exes includes Future, Diddy, Trey Songz, Michael B. Jordan, Justin Combs, Memphis,
Father and son.
father and son. Right. I'm here for it. She kind of passed around, and she's kind of passed around at this point. Yeah.
Wow. Negative energy.
Yeah. Let
I
me
have
see.
a biased view though.
Benny, hold on, let me. You have a bias. Let me tap in with Benny for a second, because Queen Benny, she be quiet and she don't be saying much, but she be thinking things, and I want to get the commentary for Queen Benny. Benny, tap in with me, Queen, if you buy your mic.
Hey, what's going on?
What's
Hello,
happening with
everyone.
you?
I'm well, I'm well. So what's your specific question?
Okay, so my specific question is this: Is all right? Is whatever's going on, the commentary that's being provided, right? Of Sammy said that she learned the game from her mother, right? So it's not hard to realize or see why she probably used men up and then spit them out, right? Eat men up and spit them out, right? That's what she said loosely. And I'm wondering, do you feel like there's any connection in between? No, here's a better question. should did Michael B. Jordan miss the red flags with dating Lori Harvey? Because we feel as though with Future and Ciara, with everybody said to Ciara, yo, why would you date this dude? He got 100 kids and he always with this one, that one, and third, right? So I think it was Allison or someone said that she became the future of, or maybe it was a race. Somebody said she became the future to Michael B. Jordan, where Michael B. Jordan is now the Ciara, wondering why would you date that type. So my question to you is, did Michael B. Jordan miss the red flags when dating someone like Lori Harvey?
So I think very differently. And what I mean by that is I recognize that Hollywood is very strange. And so for all we know, the way they broke up may not really be how they really broke up, but that's just the narrative that they're telling us. I think that Michael B. Jordan, prior to dating Lori Harvey, he got a lot of flack, especially from black women, because he was only seen dating non-black women. And, so I think that him dating Lori Harvey, it was a good move for him in that regards, because now black women were seeing him in a more favorable light, like, oh, he does date black women. And for Lori Harvey, it was a come up for her too. So it was a mutually beneficial situation. And then once they got what they needed to get, they parted ways and they needed a good story. She already has a particular track record that the media has spun about her. And so she just continued on with that. That's just my opinion, and I'll park it there.
Okay, I'm not upset with it. Shout out to D.
Oh no.
Shout out to D Marie. She on Instagram. She said the contract was up and she has a real dude she's seeing. The contract was
The
up.
contract.
Not the contract, right?
Let's unpack the contract.
Right. D Marie, hit the button. I'm gonna bring you up on Instagram. Tell us about this contract with Trillion. You had some commentary. I had cut your wisdom, Queen.
No, it's fine. I'm just, doing what I do best, supporting my sisters in their plight of excellence and luxury. But I don't even remember when I did this podcast episode, but it's Lori Harvey is my hero is the title. So that's
Oh
why I
my
was saying I have a
God.
biased
That is
view.
so toxic. That is
I have a
so toxic.
I literally that is the name of the episode of that podcast. Lori Harvey is my hero, and I have nothing bad to say about her. She would literally have to do something to where I have to hold another woman accountable as a woman. But I don't see anything wrong with anything she does. I'm just here listening. I agree with everything Benoit just said. I do feel like it was mutually beneficial because Michael B. Jordan, he's very handsome. He has a name for himself, but it did look good for him in Hollywood to date another black woman. Like, hello, like there's just so everyone wants to be a black woman. Like, stop. So
Wake
I don't
that up.
understand.
Okay. I know that's right.
I don't understand why these men are picking who they are. It's not adding up for me. But I do feel like they complemented each other, and I respect her way of dating. It's the right way. You date
Wait, what?
someone,
No,
and
wait,
so
somebody mute her mic. Wait, what? Hello?
you
Hello?
like as women. Can anyone honestly say, like, in your teenage years or early 20s, or maybe even now, I don't know if you're like in your 30s or 40s, have you ever felt pressure to be in a relationship with a man because they asked you to, because they gave you maybe an ultimatum and courted you a certain way, or just said, I want to be with you? Like, that's never happened. I mean, that's happened to me. I don't know if that's happened to men too. I don't know what men go through. I can only
All
speak
right.
on me.
We
I feel like she doesn't have no pressure.
we got
She lets it go.
she damn sure don't got no pressure, and that's what we here to apply. We got D Marie up here. Hello, we got D Marie. D, tap in with me, Queen. How you feel about this? You look good. You got the girls out. You got the blonde in your hair. D Marie came outside like it's hot outside. I'm trying to be FSINGLE again in the background. Tap in with me, D Marie. Good to see you, Queen.
Hot mama something for me. Real talk, to be honest, this girl they had a contract. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They had a contract, but his track record of dating non-seasoned folks, we all know, and her track record of being for the street, he figured he could dumb her down, make her look more classy. She can get some accolades on dating us colored people. So, you know, they have their little situation. I can make you look good, you can make me look good at the end of the day. We all know they go to all these different award shows, these galas and stuff like that.
Sure
Yeah,
do.
we're going to do the Christmas thing to make it seem like it's a real thing. But at the end of the day, when your asses is on vacation, that's not a separate room. Don't ask me how I know this information. I'm not trying to have the people at my door. So, and on top of that, she has an actual boyfriend. Can't tell you how I know that information either.
Then I come up here. I started this off by saying I want to stay away from the gossip, and somehow we leave. But no, I understand what you're saying. Okay.
She has a boyfriend, and I guess people were really feeding into this thing of between them, thinking it's going to go way more than what they wanted it to. But their contract is up. It's a whole new season now. We in summer season, and I guess whatever her and her boyfriend's going through, it might be getting more serious than we think. And he probably jacking it no more. Like, all right,
is he her age? Is he closer to her age than Michael?
D, we need to see more than your
Michael's
forehead.
35, so yeah, he might be.
D, we need to see more than your forehead. Thank you.
What you trying to see?
No, I don't want to see that. No, I'm saying the
goddamn OnlyFans.
No, woman, listen, woman. I need to see more than your forehead. Thank you. This is better, right?
Go.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
My cut.
No, so I hear you. You saying that the dude is. I think Vern. She was asking, is he older or is he younger?
He's in the 30s because she's only 25. But
okay, so
he's within my age group. I'm 38.
Okay, so do you think there's a correlation between the timing of this and the weather that's taking place? Or because when we talking about weather, right? I mean, I don't think it is because personally it's nice in New York City, right? But not everybody is in New York City. So we can go everywhere. You could, fly to Turks and Caicos, go to Greece. Next thing be in Miami. You understand me? At Justin and LA at Diddy House. We're gonna leave that alone. But all I'm saying is, I think that it's interesting. It's very interesting.
It's you know what? When the summer comes, everybody usually, if you're in a relationship, usually outside with your boo. Y'all doing things. You're going on vacation. You're going out to eat. You're sitting outside eating. You're not indoors anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got it. I mean,
people
listen.
start to be like, all right, when we going to do what we do and not have to hide.
And not have
and
to hide.
how long is your contract for? Remember, he had a certain amount of movies lined up during the time that they started dating.
But
the
see,
movies was done already.
I'm very interested, and we about to conclude this, right? But I'm very interested to know. Wait, you got a question? Go for it.
Do you think that with Michael, in my opinion, rushing in to date her right after she got out of the relationship with Future was too fast?
Absolutely.
I do too.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Future, I told y'all what happened. Future twisted her out. That wasn't no relationship.
So Vern, wait.
He actually might be in that phase where he is ready to settle down.
So
he's 35. Sometimes that clock starts singing for a man. He might be at that stage where he's ready to have that real serious relationship. May want to pop the question, may want to pop up some kids. But you got Harvey Laurie.
Harvey Laurie. Whoa. Wake it up! She said Hori Laurie. Boom, clock. Now Hori Laurie. Yo, I'm not doing this. Jesus. Grab the wheel.
And that's why I said the dad overstepped his boundary. He tried to make it seem like, oh, that's my daughter. She's such a nice young lady. Don't you be dogging her out. She was already in that category.
My dad's a nice young lady.
But wait, hold on. But hold on. Let's also wake up the fact, right? Trey said, let's not forget about rapey Trey songs, right? Fuck is you talking about? Rapey
yo,
Trey
he
songs. No, I'm just
he on
saying,
the
like,
chopping block. It's a documentary being made about him and
whoa,
some of his
whoa, whoa,
abuse, like
whoa,
how
whoa,
he
whoa,
been
hold on,
surviving
wait,
R.
wait, wait.
Kelly.
No, somebody mute her mic. Wait, just one, because you just spilling it all. You not even spilling tea. You spilling the Henny. Hold on.
Hold on, let me get something to drink here behind that brow.
Wait. Let me wait. What's this shit? Make documentary being made. What's going on? Hold on, D. Hold on, D. All right, listen. It's
No, we all drinking on that one.
I gotta stay out these industry streets. This is bad.
DWI
I gotta
music.
connect with you, sis. Hold
Right,
on.
right.
Come on, I gotta make it to Atlanta. I can't get beat up out here, you know.
D, what you got? Give us something. We got Latoya in here. I see Trillia. I don't know if you applauding or if you got something to say, Queen. Please tap in with me. Give me something. Tell me something good.
I just
LOL.
feel like there's so many young women that get into relationships with one man for a long time and then they have no life skills. They have nothing else.
No
They're
wife skills or life
li-
skills.
life, they have no life skills or wife skills. They end up in these relationships for 10 years, 20 years, never, and like wanting to be a wife and wanting all these things for whatever the fuck they want, and don't get it, and then are in the dating field lost and clueless as fuck. At least Lori Harvey has boundaries. I feel like she's dating the correct way. Isn't she still in her 20s? She has no kids. I mean, at this point, who doesn't have at least two? Who
Hold on,
doesn't
hold
have
on,
at
hold on,
least
hold on,
two
hold on. Wait,
kids,
wait, hold on,
multiple
wait.
baby daddies?
Hold on, wait. You said she's dating. Wait, no, say that again. I'm sorry, I missed that. You said she's dating the right way.
Yeah, I feel like she's dating the right way. She's seeing what she likes. And not afraid to be out there. I feel like there's nothing really to shame her for. I don't think Future turns anyone out. I think it's the other way around. The only thing I like about Future is that he said he loves to spend money on women, and his budget is a few $1,000,000 a year. Can we get some
Hello.
mic claps for that? Because these motherfuckers is crying because they can't afford to do shit. But anyway,
Hello.
um, yeah, they really be crying because they want to be like Future and they
She's a
can't.
Lori Harvey.
But
Wait, they
that's
said.
another
Wait.
room.
He said you're Lori Harvey. How do you respond to that? You're Lori. You aspire to
She's
be
a Lori
Lori.
Harvey. He said because he spends money on women, she could be bought out. You sound like a piece of material, homegirl. That's crazy to just say that. I like him because of the way he spends money on women. That's not even human.
Okay, you sound like the men I'm talking about who are mad that they don't have the budget for that kind of thing.
Bad
So I'll
budget.
leave that
What
there
your
since we
budget got
don't
to do
know
with
each
spending
other.
Hold
women?
on.
Okay, sir.
So
Yeah, we
The
don't
budget
know
got to
each other, so I'm gonna leave it
women.
there. But
so
considering I only have positive things to say about Lori Harvey, I'm gonna take that as a compliment. So thank you.
I think when we're talking about, all right. So personally, I can say, right, and I don't know, maybe I'm being too forward, or maybe I'm making an ass out of myself, but that's fine. I don't think anybody knows Lori Harvey, right? I don't think anybody in here knows Michael B. Jordan, right? My energy is this. I think that this is the importance of your name preceding you, right? Making sure that your name is always in good standing when and before you step into a room. You know, when I step into a place, I need my name to be A1, right? My name is good, right? Broadway the Giant, my name is good. When I step into rooms, like you can't say that I did some like fuck shit or whatever excuse my vulgarity. You can't say that I did some, you know, and that's in the eye of the beholder, right? Because how I feel versus how someone else feel. No, I can say that. I could say that with my chest, because I honestly feel like it's one of those things where sometimes people don't really care about their name. People don't really care about what's happening with them behind the scenes. And when they step into the room, they wonder why they got smut on their name, is because they never really cared. And I think when I guess what I'm trying to yeah, you was about to say something? Okay.
No, we telling you to come on.
Oh, I think with me, when I'm talking about Lori Harvey, we talking about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. I think that the bottom line to it is everything that every commentary everything that everybody is giving is what they want, is what you want. You hear me? So when I say, yo, Lori Harvey What was the red flags? Did Lori Harvey? Did Michael B. Jordan miss some red flags with Lori Harvey? And everybody give commentary and tap in. I think that's predicated off of what we want for ourselves, right? Because I don't know Lori Harvey. Neither do I do with Michael B. Jordan. What I definitely know is everybody that's giving commentary right now is based off of what they would like to see done. And the opinions, the views and opinions of all of us are just that. They're our opinions. Because I like the way you started it, Verd. In my opinion. You hear me? In my opinion. That's the important part. So I'll yield my mic there. I see we got let's see if we get Lori up here. Lori, and D, tap in with me, D. You still by your mic, D? How you feel about the commentary, King? Okay, D must be not by his mic.
Yeah, I'm by my mic. I'm just outside. I'm on this Revel mic motor moped, so I'm out here zipping around. But it sounds good. Hey, Laurel, my sister, why you got her down in the Bellagio?
Yeah, bring it up.
Nah,
I hit it.
it's what you. Yeah, it's just what you said. Like, it's everybody's perspective and how they would see things. Um, I don't have a vision about her being a bad person. She move around just like I move around, just like anybody else move around. It's just that she's on the plate right now because she's in the celebrity eye. So this is part of what comes along with it, and we're just gonna talk about it. But I wish more women would move around like that and not complain about the men doing it and saying, "Oh, men are moving like men." Nah, if y'all want equality, then move around the same way. I'm all for it.
I wish more women would move like men. I mean, you say you wish more women wouldn't complain and blame it on men. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I get tired of hearing what men aren't doing. I get tired of hearing, oh, men dropped the ball. Aren't there two people here? Like, did you choose wrong? You hear me? Like, at what point do we start to wake it up and say, you know what? Maybe I chose wrong, right? At bare minimum, before putting smut on somebody's name, just simply say, you know what? I think I chose wrong. I chose wrong. That wasn't for me. I listen to music all the time, and certain music don't be particularly for me. It don't be particularly for me. So I'll say, yo, I don't think that album, that music was for me. But let's read some of these comments. I Love Trillion said, every little girl should aspire to be Lori Harvey. Here we go. she said,
Would you want your daughter to be Lori Harvey?
That's horrible. That goes back to what we were talking about the
Would you
other
want your daughter to do that?
by the time she's even thinking about or having a real relationship, her shit gonna be done. She might not even have kids, and ain't nobody gonna want it. So there goes the family portion. It goes just the way we were talking about that. I'd rather a
wake it
female
up.
want to be a boss. That's not a, you know what I'm saying? That's not, and you could be a celebrity and you could date
Lori
nicely.
Harvey is a boss.
That's number one. You could be a celebrity and you ain't got to have all your stuff in the street. She's not a celebrity. She's known for dealing with them. And you, like you said, you check your past. Future, a lot of things that Future had, bro, you ain't gonna never see a dude like her with nothing Future had. Beyonce ain't have no track record of dealing with Future type dudes. You see what I'm saying? She had a track record of dealing with dudes that, if to the public knowledge, they knew how to deal with women. You know what I'm saying? And then she ended up where it's stopping at. Hove, but she didn't stop at Hove when she was 45. She didn't stop at Hove when she was 50. It's the end that always is more important than the opening.
Just let that
Yeah,
sit
Lori
there.
Harvey's a boss next.
Grand opening, grand closing.
What we're not gonna do is we're not gonna
Yeah,
with when you keep up
she's a boss.
with
She required to have her
fashion.
financial status.
Hold on.
We can't even hear
I can't hear
you.
both of you guys. Go ahead, Sammy.
When you keep up with fashion and you keep up with what's going on and the trends and things, not even just the trends, but the industry in itself, Lori Harvey has been modeling since she was 14, 15 years old. She's been in the industry overseas doing work for Dolce and Gabbana, Louis Vuitton. She's been doing so many different things. She also studied abroad. So what we not going to do is, just because her father is Steve Harvey, her stepfather, we're not going to shun this young woman based upon the men that you might have seen her photograph with, because Future was a hot one too. Okay, Future was 2 days, bro. Like, we're not going to do that. And on top of that, yes, we aspire for my
Hey,
daughter to
that's
be like,
sad. No man
listen,
should have
boo,
you on
do
camera
you
undressed
Hold
for
on.
travel?
2 days. No.
Hold on, collectors. Go ahead,
two
Sammy.
days
Let Sammy
two
finish.
days like I said, because when if I'm at a party and I'm being photographed with somebody, you're going to think something too. The circle runs small in that industry, but like I said, she's been doing her thing for a while. Her mom had all her and her sister in modeling. They've been doing that. Lori took it to the next level. She got a contract with Dolce& and Gabbana. She did some stuff with Chanel. She's done print ad. Like, the list continues. So when you're young and you're out here and you travel the world and you have like multiple passports, your horizon, and then you get in the industry. You know
Multiple
what I'm
pat.
saying? So the industry is a whole nother wolf. So let her navigate. Let her do what she gonna do. And if that was my daughter, I would tell her the same thing. Cause
Wait,
her horizon is just as bright.
wait,
Her
wait.
future is
Wait,
just
is
So
as
this
wait,
bright.
still trash?
so wait. I need you to know, Sammy, what's happening, right? Because on Instagram, right, they're listening to you, but they're showing the trash. They literally show. Wait, he's showing. He's showing.
Fuck that. Man.
Wait, all right. So wait, all right, cool. Hold on.
I walk outside this house and show you what a real strong black woman can take on her own,
Right.
on
So
her
wake it
own.
up. Wake it up. You had a lot to say to what Trillion and Sammy had to say. So wake it up, King. What's your commentary?
My commentary is this: she's promoting this. Hello. What are you discussing?
Hold on, King, because we got. Come on, you can't come up here with that. Go ahead, King. I hear you.
We can't hear him.
Yeah, I
He
got
said
you.
something about a real black woman.
Yep, go ahead. Go for it, collectors.
What's a real black woman? Someone
Hold on.
that struggles.
Hold on. Let him respond. Go ahead.
No, a real black woman is someone who doesn't lap around that small circle you just spoke of. A real black woman never even considers a man's financial status before he considers his human
This
status.
sounds
That's a real
dusty
black
as
woman.
fuck.
But hold
That's
on.
a real black woman.
Let him work.
And like I said, a real black woman, it doesn't matter if she's an entertainer or not. She's going to do her most to keep certain things about her life private. So if you were a dude for 2 days, there's no way your ass should be out on his Instagram by a pool. And you shouldn't have slept with him in those 2 days. That's a real black woman. So you inspiring people's daughters to be something you want to be, you be that. But don't inspire nobody's daughters to be that. Because I got a little girl, and that ain't cool. It's called
So you want your
STD.
daughter to
It's
date
called,
bum ass, broke
STD.
ass
It's
Hold
called
on.
niggas?
having your mind
Hold
played
on.
with.
Hold on.
It's called
Hold
having
on.
your mind
You're
Let him.
played with.
dusty as fuck.
But hold on. Let him cook. Let
I
him
know.
cook because I
I
want. I
know. I
want
bet I
He
everybody.
will be
wants his
dusty.
daughter to struggle
Hold
and live in the
on.
projects. Ew.
Trills. Let him. Let him.
I bet I will be
One
dusty.
mic at a time, please. Go ahead, King.
I bet I am dusty. But like I said, I'm going to turn on my central air. And I'm not digging in the trash. My doghouse probably bigger than your house, sweetheart. Watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth.
Dusty! I don't
Come
gotta
on now,
watch
bring it
shit.
back.
You're
Watch your
Bring
dusty
it
mouth.
as
back.
fuck.
Watch your
Hold
Fuck
mouth.
on.
you.
Hold
No,
on.
Niggas over
Hold
here.
Mr.
Watch
on.
your mouth.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Like,
Go
I
ahead.
don't have
Harvey.
the
Hold
courage
on,
to say what
Trill.
everyone's thinking.
Hold on, but let him just hold on, Trill.
Watch your mouth.
We
All
gotta
that
let
So
dusty,
people.
all that
speak,
We
speak
dusty.
about the
Ain't
topic and keep
nobody
my
over here
fucking name out
dusty.
your mouth.
Ain't
hold.
Speak
nobody
on
over
how
here
you're
dusty,
raising your
sweetheart.
daughter. I
Ain't
don't
Hold
know
on,
that.
nobody over
hold,
here
hold on.
dusty.
Calm down.
Hold on,
Nobody dusty.
hold on. I gotta have some order
I'm
here.
a king.
Hold on,
I'm a
King.
king.
Hold on, King.
Never been dusty.
Hold. All right, now I gotta hold on because I gotta have some. I gotta have some order here, right? We are live. People are tapping in. The commentary is good. You know, you guys. It's okay to have a disagreement, right? But it's the way that we have it, right? We're not gonna do the DL and the Monique thing. It's not what you do; it's how you do it. You hear what I'm saying? It's not what you do, but how you do it. You get what I'm saying? So I think the commentary has been very, very fruitful, and I want you to land collectors, but I don't want it to be I don't want it to be confrontational. I'm gonna bring you back up, Trilly, because I just don't want it to be confrontational. You guys' opinion are just that, you guys' opinion, and I just want you guys to maybe stay away from making it personal and just make it in general. I'm listening to you, collectors.
I don't got nothing else more to say because she wilded out just now.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm going to be out because I respect you and I respect your platform. Peace.
I appreciate that, beloved. I appreciate it. Listen, guys. I think that Lala on the phone. Lala, you off your Lala? Okay.
I just want to say
I'm
what
here.
everyone was thinking because I'm not the only one that was thinking that. I just said it.
Mm-hmm.
According to the comments, period.
All
Like
right, so they
black
asking you in the
fucking
comments. They asking you.
women, they want black women to struggle and push that narrative of struggle fucking love to prove themselves. Fuck out of here. This is the problem, and I'm
Okay.
not even gonna go there because
So
I'm
let me
not
ask you
melanated
something.
enough. Allegedly.
All right, so let me ask you something, Trills. Right? They're asking in the comments. I would like to know why she feels like every little girl should aspire to date like Lori Harvey. I'm curious to her.
No, I'm
Hold on.
not
I'm
gonna go
curious
there
to her
because
points.
they don't want to aspire to be that. They. It seemed like everyone on the live was pushing the struggle love narrative just off of what a little bit of what I heard each one say.
All
Just
right,
so what's the point?
all right,
I can't convince somebody to want more for themselves in this struggling economy.
all right, so answer me this then, right? Being a black woman isn't about struggling, right? Is that's not the narrative, right? Being black woman isn't about struggling, right? It's more so about the things that we're putting into our sons and daughters. It has more. I want to highlight being a black woman is respectfully not predicated on the finances of what somebody else is doing, right? It's about putting yourself in position to become a boss and making your own money and being able to cohabitate with someone respectfully, instilling morals and values and principles into our children, highlighting especially our daughters, right? Because we're talking about women in this regard. So what up though, Darius? So I'm interested, it's interesting because sometimes we get up here and we say things, but I think that sometimes when we say things,
You
we
said it perfectly, Broadway. Absolutely, I agree with everything you said.
I
That is exactly what it is.
so I'm interested to know, right? Like, seriously want to know how she
I'm
can.
listening to people say,
No, I'm watching
"Oh,
the comments though.
what?"
Hold on, I'm watching the comments and they saying seriously.
That's
I
some
want to know.
bitches in the comments.
No, 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 don't listen. I seriously want to know how did she come up with that idea? It's her perspective. It's her perspective. We're gonna honor and respect your perspective, but it's like when we say things, right? If I say, yo, there's some red flags there, right? I should be at bare minimum. All right, Broadway, why do you feel like there was some red flags? I feel like there was some red flags there because of the men that came prior to Michael B. Jordan. I feel like she might have Michael B. Jordan might have missed some signals that was given earlier on, right? So that's me giving a background to, that's me giving a credence to why I'm saying there was red flags there. So when you say some women should aspire to be Lori Harvey, the question that comes next is a natural question, and I don't think it's one that's attacking. I think it's a general one, like, yo, all right, why do you feel that way? Not saying that you're wrong, but why?
I'm listening to like someone say they want their daughter to be a boss and this and that. That she's the epitome of what a young woman who is a boss, who can provide for herself, who is a CEO, who takes care of her body because she didn't always look how she did body wise, and not that you have to be her size or look like her or have abs to love yourself or attract whatever, but you got to feel good about yourself. And she went from one size to another size, and it looked like she's feeling good about herself from head to toe, in and out, from the outside looking in, again, to a point you made. Nobody knows her, but we scream so much for our community of little black boys and girls to just achieve fucking something, anything, right? Like, who's doing anything nowadays that's noteworthy, like that we have been dragging on and talking about for a long period of time, because we're still talking about what Martin Luther King did. Who the fuck did something new? Okay, here we have, not to compare, it's so extreme, but we have been craving black luxury and women who are black to do something else besides twerk and suck dick in songs and just degrade themselves on TV and shit. And we have somebody like this, and I just want to appreciate her for what it is. Because if I had a daughter, I want her to be like Lori Harvey. I want her to recognize what she don't love about her body and work on it. Shit, if
Okay.
you like being a size 12 like mommy, then okay, I like me. More men talk to me now than when I was looking like Lori Harvey at 25, 23. 22 or
Okay,
22, not 23, 22.
all right. So let me say this real quick, right? That's your perspective. I'm not contesting it, right? This is my perspective. I feel as though, yes, what Vern said, right? Vern's junk closet. Shout out to Vern's, right? Morals and morals are important, not money, right? I think that Lori Harvey isn't. I personally would want my daughter to aspire to be, and I hate to use these cliche names, right? But I'm going to use a couple, right? Michelle Obama, right? Someone that grew in the rank and knew her position and knew what she was going to school for and knew that she's with a man and she's gonna trust in him to lead and she's gonna because of the morals and values that I instilled in my daughter that she's gonna choose wisely and it's not gonna and her choosing wisely isn't predicated off of the financial stability that he's able to provide at first. And what I mean by at first is sometimes we get ourselves into situations that's based off of I want to be with this chick because she got a fat butt. Or from a woman's perspective, I want to get with this dude because he got a bag and he can take care of me. He could take me here, take me there. I'm not saying that doesn't add value. I'm saying that that's not the value. Put some respect on my shit. I feel like that adds value, but that's not the value that I want my daughter to personally aspire to. I feel like Lori Harvey she I'm just gonna say it out front. I'm just gonna say it because I know people probably thinking it, and I'm gonna say it. I feel like Lori Harvey didn't do it by herself. I feel like Lori Harvey isn't self-made. I feel like she was born into a situation, and yeah, we know a lot of women that was born into situations but came into their own, right? That actually put in the work, right? I feel like there's a difference between a celebrity and there's a difference between an influencer, right? And I feel like Lori Harvey is an influencer and she's not a celebrity because she's not known for doing any one thing. She's known for being an influencer, right? Not a celebrity, right? When we're talking about and we're looking at women that raise the bar, when we're talking about being a woman, being a strong woman, and making wise decisions, it's a plethora of them out there, right? You name them. But I just personally don't think that Lori Harvey fits the criteria of what it looks like to be. That I wouldn't say, baby, look at this Lori Harvey documentary based off of Lori Harvey and what she has accomplished thus far. I think that she's done some great things for her, but she's not self-made. You know what I mean? And you don't got to be self-made, but I don't know if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. And oh, look, they
I
okay.
get it.
Look at
I get what you're saying.
hold on. Let me just
You
read the
you
comments.
it's
Go ahead, go ahead, Lala. My fault. Go ahead, Lala.
no, you I get what you're saying. So that's kind of on the same token as when we was talking about we had another podcast about Kim Kardashian, and you was talking about how she didn't, like, some people were up in arms because they felt like she didn't have any right to make the statements that she made, and you said the exact same thing. Then you said that she didn't get there by herself, that she made her prominence because she already came from money, and her mother basically profited off of her sex tape, and she went on to do great things from there. So I mean, you saying the same thing, but it's just a different person now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my thing. Um, I feel like it's only the black community that promotes this whole strong woman narrative, and
Please, thank you.
the reason why, first of all, this is the way it's supposed to go. Nepotism is there so that generations can further advance. And when you have that strong narrative where you're saying that you're a better person or it's more respected when you get it from the ground up, it creates this narrative that every generation has to start from the very bottom. And that really takes away because other communities understand that you're supposed to pass the baton on to the next generation so that they can build upon what the previous generation has done.
Sure.
So her family, I think, is doing it right in the sense that if they had to struggle to get from point A to point B, why make her go down to that same level? Why not prop her up to go further? And so if the mother had to make certain connections in order to get to a certain place, why should the mother be like, okay, well, you need to figure out your own connections in order to get to this next level? It's like, no, the mother made those connections for a reason. It's like, okay, this is my daughter, connected to the Chanel or to this or to that. I don't see why she would have to start from the ground up.
No, no, I'm not
And in
saying.
regards to, in regards to like Michelle and Obama, I think that, with them, she recognized that he was accomplished and she was with him while he was building upon his accomplishments. So it wasn't like she just saw like some raggedy law student who had nothing going for himself and just took a chance. She took a calculated chance in the sense that he displayed certain results. And I just think that the whole strong black woman narrative can be very violent. And I think that when you look at your nearest black community, it's just not a good look. And I'll park it there.
I don't think
Thank you,
that.
Benawal.
I don't particularly. I'm not saying that nepotism is an amazing thing, right? And it should be, right? I'm not arguing that point, right? All I'm saying is there's a difference between nepotism and putting yourself in a position where we know what you and I'm not saying. I hate that I even have to preface what I'm about to say with I'm not agreeing with it because it's a man, right? I'm saying that what Collector's Choice said about her being in a situation. Oh man, what did he say? I forgot my thought. I just feel like when we talking about one, that don't have anything to do with the red flag, right? Strong woman, whatever have you, don't have anything to do with the red flag. But going back to what Collectors was saying, which was, it's not about being a strong woman. It's about having certain values and principles instilled in our children that aspiring to be a Lori Harvey. I don't think that I wouldn't want my kid to. Why y'all make yo?
See, you can't even adapt to the thought process, Broadway. It's okay. Like,
Nah, I'm just saying
the
that
dust
when
out, it's clean.
I just feel like Lori Harvey isn't the person that I would want my child to aspire to be like. I just wouldn't want my child to aspire to be a Lori Harvey because this and yes, struggling don't have to be attached to being a black man or black woman, right? It don't have to be you don't have to struggle to be an amazing woman, right? Yeah, there's nepotism. And yes, Michelle Obama made a calculated decision, but she wouldn't have been able to make those decisions had she not been in a position where certain values, morals, and principles wouldn't have been instilled in her. Because that's why she made that calculated decision, because what happened so many years ago. Imagine if Michelle Obama would have been raised to idolize Anna Nicole Smith, I think her name was, or what's the blondie chick, the Marilyn Monroe. Imagine if that would have been the highlight of her reel, saying, listen, aspire to be this. I'm gonna show you all this. I'm gonna teach you all this. I don't think we would have a Michelle Obama. We got Michelle Obama because the values and principles that was instilled in her had nothing to do with a woman that would move like a Marilyn Monroe or Anna Nicole Smith. It has everything to do with a woman that would move like a Michelle Obama or like Oprah Winfrey. You get what I'm saying? Where certain things is instilled in you and you seeing things and it leads you to feel like, you know what? This decision that I'm making, I probably made subconsciously from birth. So you would think, if that makes any sense. We got Nina up here. We got Nene up here. We got Bougie in the room. Shout out to Naisha being back. We having a conversation that's veering in a different direction. So I want to bring it back to Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. The conversation went a little left because Trillian has said that she wants her daughter to, she would want her daughter, I don't want to misquote her, but it was loosely quoted. I want my daughter to be, aspire to be Lori Harvey. And we went in a different direction. But what are you guys' commentary on some of the vibe that's being provided this evening? Nothing? We got nothing?
I'll contribute.
Sure.
Well, I would think that
Hey, Bougie.
Lori Harvey may be, hey y'all, may be great on paper, but I would want my child to understand the 12,000 calorie diet is not something that is quite restrictive, right? So I would need there to be some type of um just foresight when making statements about that, right? Because one, the 12,000 calorie diet is actually what I guess, what the FDA kind of recommends for people. And I mean, I would also hope that whatever my child decides to pursue, that it would be not based, presumably not based solely on who they are in proximity to a man, right? That
Exactly. And that's right. I like that. I'm happy you
whatever
said that.
goals industry that they would, whatever goal industry that they were going to be done, they would not be, I mean, being a socialite is cute. I mean, I wouldn't even equate her as being a socialite, right? But again, she is often found in proximity to to wealthy men. And I kind of would hope that my child would be a little more dynamic, would be a little more well-rounded, right? So that way they wouldn't make such um not only ignorant statements, but also just well-rounded and diverse people. And
Right.
I'm gonna land on that.
Right.
What's an ignorant statement?
The ignorant statement was that she decided she gained a lot of weight during her relationship. So she intentionally cut her diet down to a 12,000 calorie diet a day. That is a standard. That's a standard. I don't even think if it's 12,000 or 1,200. It was ridiculously. It was like almost what the standard of the FDA recognizes as a normal diet. But also, it's a little ignorant when you understand that there are such things as an influencer, right? How eating disorders affect young girls, especially
So
when it is linked to their body image. And so that particular statement was really just like, it sounded very ignorant.
so
It was just like, wow, you just don't know. And you should, being that you're in this kind of field, right? It would be presumed that you would know it, right? And I mean, one can be ignorant just by not knowing something, right? Not being aware of something by definition of the word. But I think it was a very, how we say, culturally tone deaf kind of comment that she made. And she was subsequently appropriately dragged on Twitter and Instagram for it. And she had to walk that shit back.
so
Right? After people were like, what are you talking about? That's crazy.
so
That's
so
kind of inappropriate. You
so
should know better.
right. Okay.
Just
I
so you
wasn't
know what an ignorant, and just so we have a definition of what I meant when I said she made an ignorant comment.
all right. So I think they saying it was
Thank you.
all right. I think I'm looking at the comments. I see what you wrote, Trills. I think that yes, Michelle Obama was a rarity, right? I think that there's a lot of men, and I can highlight. You name a successful man, right? And more often than not, right? More often than not, the success, because I'm sorry, let me put context in there. Trillion put in the comments, these men want to build so bad, and what do you get out of it? Speaking about what do women get out of it? Please show me someone building with a man that has something to show for it. Michelle Obama is a rare breed. Yes, she is a rare breed, right? But also, when I see a man and I see a man that's successful, I don't particularly, me personally, right? And I think others may be the same. I don't particularly look at that man and be like, oh, he did it by himself. I don't see that. I see that he may be on the front end of it, but on the back end of it, he wouldn't have been able to do that if it wasn't for a woman that he had there that was motivating him. Excuse me, that was motivating him, inspiring him. If you look at, I watched the I watched the super, what's the name of the show? The super pump. The other show about the not the Uber dude. What's the other show with the dude that did the WeWorks dude? When I see these
Oh,
dudes,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
so
him.
when
Yeah.
I see these super successful men, I always look back.
Adam Newman.
Thank you, Adam. I always look back. I be like, oh nah. And it's a male driven industry because on the back end of these men, it be the women that be providing the vibe so that they can go out and be great. It don't be the men by themselves. So to that comment, you name it. I don't think, yes, she is a rare breed, but there's something plentiful inside of the women that are in situations that do it the right way, right? And doing it the right way is sometimes, and it's not the only right way, right? It's not only one way, but in this case that I'm speaking on, doing it the right way is sometimes supporting him, being a part of him, motivating him, and inspiring him to do great things. Because how they say on the chessboard, the queen moves everywhere. The king only moves one piece at a time. But let's not get it twisted. The queen is the most powerful. The queen is the most powerful piece by how she moves. But the king is the one that allows you to win the game. You hear what I'm
Shut
saying?
up.
So what I honestly feel like, when we talking about a rare breed, yes, but there's a million. My lady's a rare breed. You hear what I'm saying? There's a lot of, Beyonce's a rare breed. Jay-Z chose wise by being with her. You hear what I'm saying? So when we talking about rare breed, there's women out here that are rare breeds, and I'd rather 10 lions than 100 sheep. I much rather be with the thing that's rare, the thing that don't come a dime a dozen, because respectfully, I feel like if we talking about rare breed, I'm a rare nigga, so I don't want to be with something that's generic, right? I want to be with something that's rare, that's not so common, that anybody can get, that everybody is doing, literally and figuratively. You hear what I'm saying? So tap in with me how you guys feel about the commentary that's being provided. Go to the YouTube and hit that like button that's pinned to the top and come on back. Please, Bougie, if you haven't done so, Queen, just hit that like, hit that button up
I
top.
got you.
Thank you, Queen. And subscribe. Hit that like button. Lala, I know you haven't been in here too long. I know we got Darius and Aisha. I want to get some of the commentary provided by you guys, please.
What you want me to say?
How you feel about the conversation?
Oh.
and also, let me ask you this more specifically. Do you feel like Michael B.
Okay.
Jordan ignored some red flags initially when dealing with Lori Harvey?
Before I answer that, I don't even know why they broke up. That will
No,
provide a lot more context for me to answer your
I
question.
mean,
Does anybody know why they broke up?
nobody knows. Who knows? Nobody knows.
Oh,
No,
okay.
nobody knows.
Okay, cool. I think in most relationships, I mean,
I
you
know.
know. Oh, why?
He wanted to he wanted to marry her. He wanted, the discussion of marriage came up, and she respectfully declined. She did not want to be a wife. She did not want to marry him. And we have to pay attention to those. Sometimes even in that, if you want to get married, male or female, yeah, but the question is, do you want to marry said person? So maybe she
Mm,
wants to get married. She's 25, but does she want to get married now? He's 35. So again, maturity, it has a lot to do with it. It does not necessarily have anything to do with age, because there are some 25-year-olds that are ready to get married. More power to them. There's some 35-year-olds that are not ready to get married. More power to them. But you have to be equally yoked, and you both have to be on the same page, and they clearly were not.
One thing I like about
well,
and one thing I do, I'm not gonna say one thing. There's a few things, but one of the highlights that I respect about Lori Harvey is that she keeps her business to herself and that she's not known. But it's so ironic because she's not out there saying, "Yo, f this dude." When the breakup happens, she's not out there slandering anybody, and I respect that. I can see honor in that. I respect that, right? But it's almost like the Beyonce effect, where silence sometimes allows people to start creating their own narrative, right? And that's a thing. When you silent too much, people will start creating their own narrative. But carry on.
Um, okay, I've been giving
But
context.
question, I have a question, and
I
I just
don't
want
know
to
what
make
to
sure
say.
I'm right. I'm keeping track of these socialites. Didn't she also date Diddy and his son
Yes,
at
ma'am.
one point?
Hence,
Or
Yep.
was that?
hence the
Oh, okay.
reason.
I just wanted to make
Hence,
sure.
hence the
I was just
question.
checking.
Yep.
I was just checking.
I
Thank
see what
you.
you did there. Hence the reason why I'm asking: did Michael B. Jordan perhaps ignore some red flags?
I think so. I mean, getting a little more background. I think so. I think that he probably thought that, I guess, the trajectory of the relationship and where it was going, that she was mature enough to handle such a big decision. And clearly she said, no, I'm not. I'm not ready to go inside. I want to be outside. I don't know. I mean, there's really nothing really to say about that. I think that with any relationship, sometimes people ignore red flags. And that's, I mean, that can go for anybody, whether you're an influencer or a celebrity or whatever they call them these days. Like, I think that's just people in general, but it's how you navigate yourself in the relationship, whether it's those red flags are something you could deal with or not. And you have a choice to do so.
Thank you.
That's what
Thank
I
you for
think.
that. Thank you for that. Hey, Christine, I want to get your commentary as well. I think I think it wasn't Thotty. It was someone that woke this up earlier. It might have been Race, but I honestly feel as though because she may be in a situation where she don't need him for anything, to any stretch of the imagination, is probably why she's not in a position, why she perhaps, if that is indeed the case, what Allison said about the marriage thing, right? That is why she probably don't want to be married, right? To coupling that with the fact that she's 25. I think that sometimes, men, we don't particularly want to be with a woman that don't need us to any stretch of the imagination, right? It might not be financial, it might not be emotional, it might not be spiritual, it might not be physical. Like, but I need my woman to need me for something. Like, why would I be with somebody that don't need me for anything? Because reversing it, why would I wouldn't expect a woman to be with a man that don't need him for anything. Hence, lending credence to what Allison just woke up. If she don't need him, why would she? Would anybody be with somebody in here? Let me wake that up. Would anybody be with somebody in here if they didn't need him to any stretch of the imagination?
I think
Well,
there's a
Yeah.
difference between needing somebody and somebody
I'm,
to
I'm, I'm gonna
provide
come to you next,
a
Christine. I'm sorry.
deficiency. I'm
so
sorry, Christine, but
it's okay.
the difference between wanting companionship, desiring that, right? And those are two different kind of urges, right? I don't necessarily feel like I need a partner, but I absolutely desire one, right? And I think that when you are able to delineate that and say, yeah, I'm very much a person who is proactive, have a good work ethic, so I don't need you to financially support me. However, I do appreciate you or what you bring to.
Okay, she got a phone call. All right, tap in with me, Christine.
Yeah, Bougie was pretty much said what I was about to say. To add to elaborate on what she said. Yeah, I appreciate. I don't necessarily need you for anything, but I do appreciate your companionship, and um, I also want you to be with me. Like, there's a click. Like, I don't know. I might sound redundant, but I feel like wanting to be in a relationship and needing it are two different things. And I honestly think people, both men and women, should strive
have their own thing and have their own identity and not let a relationship be all that they are. Am
Sure.
I making sense?
No, you're making a lot of sense, and I agree with that. I guess when I say need, I mean like I'm not. I don't think you need a person to breathe or have life, right? I just feel like most people don't relationships don't work when a man doesn't need a woman to any stretch of the imagination or vice versa, right? And I'm not saying that by way of a need like you can't do it yourself. But do you want to take out the trash? Do you want to have to masturbate? Do you want to have to pay your own bills? Do you want to do these things? Probably not. If you could have somebody that spoil you, do you want to pay for your own dinner? Do you want to wash your own car? Do you want to pump your own gas? Do you want to do these things? Like, probably not, right? Right.
Not all the time.
All right, give me
I get
more.
what you're saying. Not all the time. I get what you're
That's
saying.
not a need. You're still talking about wants.
But that's what I'm
Like
saying, right?
you would like you. What I'm saying is like you would like for somebody to, assist and to help. I mean, let's just get down to the whole construct of what marriage is, right? Because back in the old days, 16th, 17th century, it was transactional. You didn't actually have to have feelings or love for a person. You looked at them at like a contract. Okay, this was going to help my family. This is going to help me sustain. This is was going to do this, that, and the third, right? Now, moving forward to the late 18th, 19th, 20th century, even now, 21st century, most marriages are based off of emotion and feeling. So, to add to what you're saying, Broadway, it's like you can feel the need to have that person. But the same way I came in this world by myself, I'm going to die by myself. So, I don't actually, I get what you're saying. It's like I don't actually need another person, but that want and desire is there to have
I
someone
don't.
in my life to share
Yeah,
with.
I don't want us to get caught up on word semantics, right? When I'm saying need, I honestly just think that
No, I'm
yeah,
agreeing
yeah,
with
no, I
you.
know, I know,
I'm just elevating the statement. Like
sure.
it's still a want or whatever. In the case of the two people that we're speaking of, that's something that she did not want, regardless of her social status or her financial status. Just for her personally, maybe that's not what she wanted at this moment in time. Maybe she didn't really, she's already grew up in a celebrity type lifestyle. Maybe she wants to be with a regular Joe Schmo. It was fun for the moment. I'm moving on. Like, I don't, it's so many levels to why she decided not to do what what he would have liked, even if that is the case.
Right. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Welcome, Keisha B to the stage. What's happening, Keisha B? Round of applause for Keisha B being on stage. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, hi guys. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We still got Maya in the room, or Maya stepped out? Okay, Maya might have stepped out. It's very interesting to me, this whole Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan thing. I think that there definitely was some red flags that was ignored. I think that more often than not, we tend to put ourselves in situations where the red flags is right there. The writing's on the wall. Can things change along the time? Maybe you saw some red flags. Can things change? Yes, things can change. But work needs to be done for them things to change. It just doesn't happen overnight, right? So I even even offer amnesty in regards to being able to understand that things happen, people change, shit happens, right? I'm here for that, but I would be remiss if I didn't make mention of the fact that sometimes the red flags are the red flags and they placed there for a reason. Maybe you missing, maybe you just not reading it right. You hear me? Maybe you just not reading it right. Make sure y'all go to YouTube and hit that like button. Leave this right now and hit that like button. The YouTube is pinned to the top. Broadway the Giant, hit that like button. We are live on YouTube. Hit that like button. please hit that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button. We got enough people in here right now. Hit that like button. Oren, did you go to YouTube and hit that like button?
Good
Hey,
a long time ago.
All right, cool, my man.
hey,
Hold on, Darius. Darius, did you go to YouTube and hit that like button, King? Darius.
I'm gonna do it expeditiously now.
All right, cool, cool,
Did
cool.
you go to Instagram and hit the like button?
Hit the like button on YouTube. It's pinned up to the top. It's pinned up to the top. Lala, did you go to YouTube and hit that like button, Queen?
I did it the day that you said it.
All right, cool. I need you to hit that like button today. Today, expeditiously, as Darius put it. Latoya, Queen, I need you to hit that like button, Queen, if you have not. Darius, I'm just gonna mute you up for a
I
moment, beloved.
already did, bro.
What's
Hold on.
happening?
Wait. Well, I'm sorry, Rory. Can I? So I think the difference is he's not asking to subscribe to the YouTube. If you've already done so, we appreciate it. However, what needs to be done is to like the actual video that he's on right now, so that the algorithm can show itself. So if you can just go ahead and like the current video right now, then that would be great. Thanks.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Allie. Thank you, Allie. Hope D, Sammy, Benny. Hope everybody hit that like button. Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage. Hope you guys are hitting that like button. Thank you, Benny. Appreciate it. Hit that like button. Let me see what we got going on over here. We got the link pinned up to the top. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We appreciate the vibe. We just hear commentary going crazy in chat. I see you guys on Instagram as well. Hit that like button. Hit that like button on YouTube, Broadway the Giant. If you on Instagram, just hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Aisha, did you hit the like button, Queen? Okay, Naisha probably not by her mic. Hopefully she hit that like button. All right, she flashing. All right. Listen, man, I think that is very important that in our community, especially in our community, that we need to be more cognizant of who we're lending our time, our energy, our resources to, because you don't want to become 40, 50, 60 years old, and didn't do some of the bare essentials or acknowledge some of the bare essentials when dating, right? Let me see. Is there anything else I'm missing here? Is there anything else I'm missing? Anybody want to add anything? While I'm checking my list, see if I missed anything. I'm just gonna play this thing again one more time, briefly, because if you go to my YouTube, you'll be able to see what you are about to hear. I'm gonna play it one more time.
Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan. Relationship indefinitely. He wanted to tie the knot, she wasn't ready. He in his 30s, she way younger. He thinking love till we DIE, she thinking FNF, summer. Now Steve Harvey's so lost. Kev Samuels like, I told y'all. Just in time when it's getting hot. I mean, Kev did tell y'all, did he not? Couldn't be truer. Who couldn't predict this in their future? On God. I guess the entree ain't as good without something on the side. With that said, definitely must state the shit. Stop glorifying celebrity relationships. Your focal point should be uphold yours. Never know what's going on behind closed doors.
Wake it up. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. I think the conversation is proving to be fruitful. Any last minute commentary before we jump off here and boom it?
Yes, I want to say um because I have been just getting so many phone calls. So sorry, but I think so. When we talk about the red
Naisha,
flags, yeah,
did you hit the like button on the YouTube up top?
yes.
Okay, my girl, my bad. Go ahead, Queen.
I was saying that so yeah, everybody wants to vilify, Lori Harvey and things like that, right? So I like that the title has the red flag in it, because how I personally feel is I feel like Michael B. Jordan was just smitten with her because the fact that she's gorgeous. And I feel like that's what we don't want to talk about. Like, you're 35. He was dating a girl before her. That's one thing. It's not like he's been kind of, just single and not dating anybody. He was dating somebody before her, first of all. And there are tons of other women in his circle that's around his age, that's a little bit younger or a little bit older. It's tons of women who are ready to get married. He chose Lori Harvey because she is gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous, by the way. And I just feel like that's what we need to talk about. A lot of these men are out here choosing women, just off of aesthetics. Honestly, just choosing women off of aesthetics, but then are mad if a woman is choosing a man, whether it's money or whether anything like that. And I personally feel like, you know, that I don't even think that they knew each other like that. Like,
Mm.
I feel like they was dating and they wasn't living together. Number one, they probably was living in different states, because that's how most of these celebrity relationships are. You get what I'm saying? People be living on different coasts, different states, just having a phone relationship. You get what I'm saying? And seeing each other on holidays or when they travel or whatever the case may be. So I personally just felt like, he was smitten because she was gorgeous and he wanted to lock it down. When it's like, do y'all really have real stuff in common?
Mm.
Like on a bigger level. They probably didn't, and she probably felt that way. Like, he's a good guy. I like him, but that's not the guy. But being that he was so caught up in the aesthetic, and that's what a lot of these niggas get caught up in. A
Mm.
lot, especially men at his status. Like, men at his status, they're looking for the most drop dead gorgeous beautiful woman that they could have on their shoulder that make them look good. It's also a trophy effect too. You get what I'm saying? Whereas there are tons of women that Michael B. Jordan has been around that are beautiful. They're probably not drop dead gorgeous like Lori, but they're beautiful. They probably have a little bit more substance, and they probably want what it is that he wants, but he did not choose that. So, I
I have a
mean,
question for you.
it is,
I have a question for you, Naisha.
yeah.
It's actually 4 words. Is being gorgeous enough?
Uh, I mean, for Michael B. Jordan, it was. That's why within a year, and this is what they be saying. See, this is the thing. This is why women be like, "Oh, a man don't need 3 to 5 years to want to marry you. If you the one, you the one." Look at in Michael B. Jordan's case. If the story is true, he was smitten with her within a year. That nigga was like, "I want you to be my wife." You understand? Like, so at the end of the day, it was all in a. It wasn't. It was the aesthetic. It was the illusion. It was the fact that she's a great trophy. She looks good on his arm. She's well spoken. She's not super ratchet. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Like, so for him, it was just like a perfect package. But he don't even know her like that.
Mm.
Like, that's the thing. Y'all been together. Y'all he don't even know her like that.
Mm.
But it was the whole package, the shiny package that he wanted.
Mm.
And so that's when he woken up, rather than just looking at her. Like, she's probably looking for somebody that she has a real connection with, not just the package. Aside from the fact that she wants to, establish herself, like I said earlier, she's looking for somebody that she connects with. It's not just the package, because yes, his package looks very well. He is, a catch for a lot of women. His package looks very well. But that probably is not all that she wants, just the shiny package, but that's all that he wants. And people don't want to wake that up and talk about that. But
Right.
that's what it is. Within a year, he done dated and fucked mad other bitches. But within a year, he wanted to marry her because look at who she is. Look
Mm.
at what she looks like. Look at what she represents. So wake that up.
All
They
Let's
were
not
right.
just try
together
So
to
for
vilify.
19 months.
I
Let's
strongly
just let's
disagree.
just correct
oh,
that. They were together for 19 months. That is over a year and a half and well enough time to get to know somebody.
all right. I'm gonna come to you in a moment, Lala, because I know you disagree. I know we got my guy Dupreme up here on Instagram. Shout out to my guy Dupreme pulling up. Peace to the God. Black Cotton's finest.
Peace, peace, peace. What's good, man? Oh, so this is what we talking about?
Yeah,
We
King.
talking about
So
that situation.
yeah, so I see you. You hit the request. I brought you up. What's your energy, King? And shout out to everybody sending the tokens and the cash apps. We see them. Shout out to everybody pulling up. Tap in with me, Dupreme. Hit the like button on YouTube if you haven't done so already. Tap in with me, Duke.
Got you, got you. So just real quick, because as you can see, I'm going to make a move, but I don't know. When we have these discussions about people, I really don't like to do a lot of name dropping. But in this particular case, I actually interviewed Michael B. Jordan several times. I had a startup magazine called Game Sports.
Dope.
I gotta send you that article. Anyway, so when I met him, guys, he was I mean, this young man was he was very well raised, came from a solid family. He likes to do a lot of trash talking when it comes to basketball, right? And so he's pretty green, right, when it comes to relationship because he was.
Hold on,
And so
hold on,
being that he's
hold on, Ken.
green,
You said he was pretty green in relationships, and then you cut out.
okay, yeah, so he was pretty green. He's a good kid, right? And so it's difficult for it's just like NBA players or professional athletes who spend a lot of time in school and they go from one gym to another gym, et cetera, et cetera. They don't really have a chance to build relationships like other people because they're always moving around. So it's very tempting when you meet an alluring woman as attractive as she is, and we could all say, and it's no disrespect, she's probably far more advanced at the art of seduction, et cetera, than the average woman that he's met so far. So it makes sense that he would meet her and her beauty and all the things that come with that would be alluring to him.
Yeah.
I mean, all we got to do now is make sure that he's okay, hope that he's all right, and that she doesn't have ulterior motives. That's it.
Mm.
Let them live.
I think at some point in time when you've been dating for a certain amount of time in this industry, some people, if not themselves, some people's team develop ulterior motives, right? They start to say, well, you need to date somebody like this, right? So it's hard to date in the industry because I have dated in the industry. It's very hard to date because you don't know who's who and what's what and why they tying your name to them. And it might not be them. It might be their team that's saying, yo, dude, I need you to go holler at Megan Fox. I'm just gonna throw a random name out there, right? I need you to go holler at Megan Fox and put yourself in position to be aligned with her because this is what's best for your career. This is what's next for your career. You know what I mean? So sometimes even the people, a lot of times celebrities be very mindful of, I don't want to date somebody that's not in the industry, catch 22, because somebody that's not in the industry will be like, yo, I don't know what your ulterior motives is. But that same energy could be held in the industry as well because we seen it, right? When they tried to tie Chloe Bailey to Gunna, they were saying, yo, Gunna, him dating Gunna brings him up, but her dating Gunna brings her down. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to be mindful of who you dating and what their ulterior motives is. I know we got Lala in here. She said that she disagreed. Tap in with me, Lala.
Um, only thing I will say this, I understand what Naisha is saying, and to some degree, that can be true. That can go for a man or a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to have ulterior motives when they're dating, especially, you're in the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, in this certain circumstance, I don't believe this to be true. It's just speculatory. And unless she knows them personally to where he said, oh, I just dated her for her looks. I mean, that's a very hard statement or allegation to make of someone when they spent 19 months together. And I don't think that he would post her as much as he did, or say
Right.
the nice things that he said about her and during interviews and all that stuff, when it was just purely based upon her looks. I don't believe that to be true. I think that they both had genuine feelings for one another. At least that's what it came off, or how it was perceived, how it could be perceived.
Right.
But to say that this gentleman only wanted to marry her because she's a trophy, or she could be a trophy for him, that's a very strong allegation. And that's not something, I mean, I think we should be
Promoting.
asserting.
But we're
Yeah.
all making allegations because again, we're like literally once this there was no article, there was no interview, there was literally just a source that posted something which could be fake. What if they still fucking together and it's a publicity stunt? We're all sitting here, creating allegations and assumptions based off a few little facts. So my assumption is
No,
no.
that's not
Girl,
true. But that's fine.
it is.
It's
But
not,
he didn't
because you
have
sat
no
up
room.
here and you said that. Okay, let me help you for a second. You sat here and you said that he was dating somebody before he dated her. That's anybody. She was dating Diddy and his son before she got with him. So what does that say about her?
Well, you clearly are taken apart from what I said.
No,
And,
I'm not.
yes, you
I said
are
I
because that's
Okay,
understand where you're coming from.
one mic, please, please, just one mic. Let Lala let Naisha land, and then you can rebut after she's finished, please.
No, no, say
all
she got it.
all I was gonna say is that we're sitting here having a conversation and we're all making allegations. We're using little facts from fucking sites that may not even be real credible, or that may just be telling their side of the story. We're all fucking here googling facts about people we've never met. Aside from
All right,
the one
so
person that Broadway wrote on, we don't know these people, so we all speculating and we're all making allegations.
so
So that's all that I was.
so Naisha, how would you respond to um to uh I had something I said. Oh, the comments. So she, and I know this is gonna sound trivial in the grand scheme of things, but they unfollowed. She unfollowed him, and he still got pictures of her up, and she took pictures of him down, as I understand. So I'm not saying
That's right.
I'm not saying that that's a fact. I'm not saying, because I understand what you're saying, right? And there's a lot of credence to what you're saying. I just think that, and this is why, the reason why I wanted to focus on the red flag, right? Because we don't know shit from shit, respectfully. You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things. But I think what we do know is there may have been some red flags, because this narrative isn't coming from out of nowhere. And I might add, because you said that it may have been a media scheme or PR stunt or whatever the case may be. Maybe them being together was a PR stunt. So we can't speak. It's like a black hole that you go down, a rabbit hole, and you just start going deeper and deeper. Let's stay away from that and just talk about the red flags, right? I think that, again, when your name precedes you, there's certain energy that's attached to your name, right? Hence the reason why it behooves us to, I know DW, loves using that word behoove. It's certain energy that's attached to our name, and so it behooves us to make sure that our name is smut free. You understand what I'm saying? It got as little to no dirt on it. You know what I mean? So we got collectors back up here. What's your energy, King? We're going to wrap this up. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours, man. We're going to wrap it up soon. So I'm taking final thoughts. Final thoughts. If you have not hit that like button, hit that link pinned up to the top of the clubhouse room, and hit that like button and come back, please. It's very essential. Tap in with me.
I think she.
Go ahead.
I think she made her choice, and as a human being, that's the choice she made. We gotta respect it. So that's what I think on the choice she made. I mean, she wasn't ready to make that move. I do respect that she made that choice rather than she made that move and it got messy. You know what I'm saying? And I also think that Michael B. Jordan dropped his stock when he went digging in the, you know what I'm saying, in the trash, man. It's like he knew what was up. He knew what was up, and I'm sure they had conversations before 19 months in. I'm sure around 3 months in, if a person wants marriage or if they just want to, experience you. And you
Yeah.
can't, like you said, it's about them red flags more important than anything, because that red flag is general. But, you know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna keep it general, it was about them red flags, and when you see those, you shouldn't ignore those.
All right, so I'm gonna start from the top of Clubhouse. DWI, final thought. One final thought. Latoya, one final thought, Queen.
He should have knew what was up from front. She was engaged before, and then once that deteriorated, next thing you know, she was from this one to that one, father and son. So like the signs were there, and then on top of that, she's young. She do need to live her life and learn what she really wants out of life. So I mean, he live and he learn. Like it is what it is. Time to move on.
Benoit, final thoughts, Queen. Okay, we got
This was a
all right,
great
there she go.
conversation. Yeah, this was a great conversation, and it was just great to hear everybody's perspective. And I'll just park it there. Thank you.
Beautiful. Lala, final thoughts, Queen.
Good combo. Nice discourse. It was positive. The end.
Okay, okay. Allison, last thoughts, beautiful.
Yo,
It is what it
It
is.
is what it is. Darius,
I
final
wanted to say
thoughts.
one thing, bro. I just want to say I ain't much on Casanova. Me and
Hey,
Romeo ain't never been friends.
Wow.
hey. Oren, final thoughts, beloved. Okay, Naisha, final thoughts, Queen.
Sorry, I wasn't really listening like that. Sorry, I've been doing something.
It's okay, King. Naisha, final thoughts, Queen.
She's on the phone.
Oh, all right, all right. Do pray. All right, he moved over to Clubhouse. Final thoughts,
Yeah,
beloved.
I'm here. Yeah, I think the man is about 35 years of age right now, so he's coming into himself as a man. I think this whatever went on with him and her was good, but getting married is a whole different story. I just wish that I hope that he meets a woman that really that matches his energy. So I
Yeah,
wish him all the best.
yeah, yeah.
Alan.
Trey said final thoughts. Whatever they said, whatever they said, I did that shit. My final thoughts is I hate to sound like an echo chamber, but my final thoughts is simply, I think the red flags was there. He ignored them, and I feel like she definitely lowered his property value. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't think she's any less attractive physically. You understand what I'm saying? But I would say that I never heard nothing, not one thing about Michael B. Jordan prior to nothing. Still, you understand what I'm saying? He's always seemed to come across as an honorable man. Wanting to do the work, not just wanting to date you. He had intentions in dating her. He rose to that occasion, and that's the way it works. Sometimes one person is here, the other person is here. You get what I mean? And things happen, shit happens, and it goes the way it goes. And I just think that hopefully they bounce back and I'm happy that he rose to that occasion with a black woman respectfully, not taking anything away from anything other. But I'm happy he rose to that occasion with a black woman, and he reflected and quiet some of that narrative down about him only being into women that are of other ethnicities. I'm happy he rose to that occasion. Seeing that was some commentary and rhetoric that was placed out there. So yeah, man. You know the vibe, man. Dope conversation. Shout out to my guy Dupreme, Oren, Darius, Allison, Lala, Benny, Benawa, Latoya, DWI. Shout out to Thotty. Shout out to Race and everybody else. Shout out to Trace. Shout out to everybody. Collector's Choice _ Collector's Choice on Instagram. Tap in with them. You know what I mean? I'm here for it, man. Dope dialogue. Shout out to Vernique. Shout out to Vernique. Shout out to Vern's Junk Closet. Shout out to you, Queen. Shout out to D. Marie pulling up for the spice. Shout out to Trills. Shout out to Trills. Love the commentary. And sometimes, we go back and forth, but it's all for conversation sake. Ain't nothing personal. Nobody don't know nobody. And I'm happy that we was able to have the discourse respectfully in the grand scheme of things. And I'm here for it, man. So I appreciate you guys lending y'all commentary to the show today. And make sure y'all go to Broadway the Giant on YouTube. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and y'all know the vibe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, that rhyme. Y'all saw that? Bars. Live on Broadway podcast. We out of here. Like that, we gone.